Welcome to We're Just Messages podcast. Of course, I am Mike.
What's happening? It's Marcus.
How you doing today, my brother?
I'm good, man. It's just fucking freezing outside, but other than that,
we warm-blooded creatures, man. We not used to the super cold down in the south, but it's all good, man.
Yeah, man.
Make sure you got the heat on.
Facts. Please.
Oh, and also make sure, man, if y'all know some elderly people who are without heat, please make sure they have some heat in this cold weather. Also, pets. Gotta look up for your pets, your plants, whatever the case may be. Man, I remember I had a plant one time and that shit died on me, man. I forgot to bring that shit inside. I was hurt behind that shit. It was a few years ago. I can't be no plant person, bro. I can't. I be forgetting shit.
Damn, man. You killed the plant?
I killed that shit, bro. And I know because I woke up like at 4 a.m. and I was like, oh shit. I let that, and it was like at least 20 degrees outside. I said, yeah, I'm cooked.
Yeah, it's gone.
I'm cooked, bro. I'm cooked. But damn, bro, that shit was growing too, man. But yeah, man. Other than that, man, how was your week?
It was good, man. It was good. Just got back in the swing of things. Get back in a good routine. So it's good. I mean, bro, it's already the 12th. Like,
oh yeah, January blows by.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So, but other than that, I've just been chilling. Just been just trying to stay consistent, try to stay within the same routine. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to stick to it. So other than that, that's pretty much been it.
Yeah, we already halfway through January, man. And then, February, that shit about to be out 28 days this year. So I don't know. March will be here before you know it, man.
Yeah.
We'll be springing them clocks back forward. Sun's starting to go down a little later each day by day type. Now the sun be going down like around 6. Before it'd be like 4:35.
Hell yeah.
That's it. That's a wrap. You're out of here. But definitely, man, definitely. And also like just that cold front that's coming through, man. Mm-hmm. Atlanta niggas, don't know how to act.
Dog, that shit. Oh, them niggas been dumbing on social media, bro.
The niggas getting damn sleds and shit.
Dog, I seen a video where it basically been like, it was like an apartment complex. Picture an apartment complex, and it's basically a party outside. Like people, like let's say they got where they balcony is at, where they shit is at. People standing outside, niggas standing on top of that shit. Niggas just dumbing all on one street where the apartment complex is at. It's like, dog, that's crazy. That shit look fun though. I ain't gonna hold you. That'll look fun.
I'm kind of cool on that shit, man. Them niggas can have that.
No, they can have the snow now. The snow they can kill.
How you feel about the bikini pics in the snow, man?
Hey, man.
Snow boots.
Hey, look. Hey, see. I mean, honestly, me personally, I never was a fan of that shit. I always thought it looked stupid. But hey, if you want to get it off, get it off. Just know when you get it off and you put that shit on the internet,
it's fair game.
It's fair game. That's all. So just be aware of that before you go and take that picture.
Facts.
That's all I'm gonna say. Because I'm not here to tell people what they can and can't do. Me personally, like I said, I think that shit looks stupid. Why the fuck are you have a bikini on and it's literally 30 degrees outside? You trying to get that? I understand it, the aesthetic, the look. You might have a certain snow boot you want to get off, or whatever the case may be. But there's better ways around doing shit. I'm just not a fan of that way.
Hey man, listen, I'm kind of cool at that because I know y'all rushing y'all ass right back inside to do all that. One thing I say about snow, that shit look good looking at it if you're not in it.
Yeah, if you're in it, it's a bitch.
If you in it, it's really a bitch. All that throwing snowballs, shit. But if you gotta go somewhere, especially if you in a city who not used to getting snow, see that's the big factor here. Like cities who are used to snow, like when I was in New York, right? Like we had the salt trucks, so you wasn't really tripping. To get all around season tires, like snow tires, shit like that. But if you in a state or city that's not used to snow and y'all get that shit heavy, that's gonna be a bitch. You can't really go nowhere because first of all, your car tires is not ready for that type of traction. Y'all don't got no salt trucks. Black ice is a motherfucker because you could be driving and thinking that's a clear road, but that's really black ice.
Yeah.
So outside looking in, that shit look good, but dealing with snow is a bitch. You got to go out there and shovel snow in your own driveway.
Yeah.
Nobody's doing that shit for you. I see somebody was tripping about, man, these kids these days don't be trying to hustle, man. They don't want to get out here and shovel no snow. Hey, man, it's different, man. It's different. People don't want to be outside shoveling snow. You think a kid gonna want to do that shit?
Hell no.
Nah, it's different, especially then in a city in a state that don't really get that shit.
And
like Atlanta don't really get that shit.
Nah, but the thing is, for a child, it's like, bruh, this is my day off from school, nigga. Fuck that. I don't never get a day off from school.
If it was like, if you was like in New York or Wisconsin or Michigan or something like that, Ohio,
that happens every day.
That happens every day. So like, yeah, I could go out here and make a little extra bread, shit like that. This is typical. We always have snow days. Yeah. And then some of them states up north, like they still be going to school and work.
Yeah.
Don't shit change. The only way it really changed, like they got like crazy inches of snow, blizzard type shit. But like some normal shit like Atlanta got, no, y'all still going to work. We still going to school. Yeah, like I remember like when we used to get snow in New York, nah, bro, we still going to school. Damn. Ain't shit changed. It would only be different if it was like dire. Yeah. Like if it was real heavy, like they talking about 3 feet of snow type shit, whatever the case may be. But other than that, no, you going to school. So it was interesting to see the videos. Motherfuckers gonna be sick though. Y'all out there bare skinning that snow and shit, fucking around. That ain't the wave. That is not the wave, bro.
I seen somebody on Twitter. It was somebody else TikTok. Then they reposted it on Twitter. They made actual ice cream of the snow.
No, I'm not fucking.
Oh yeah, you know,
dirty.
You already know who. You already know what people do this. You know what I'm saying? You already know what kind of people. Do this. You know, like yo.
I be liking to see them videos like when like in Buffalo or like Green Bay, where a fan will buy a bottle of water and open that shit, and then that shit automatically freezes up. Oh, that should be wild. Them was a buy a bottle of water, open that shit up, and you can see the shit just getting frozen.
That's crazy.
Just getting frozen. But you got to think, dog, when them fans be out there and them more you playing football games.
The niggas be having their shirt off and shit, bro.
This is why I always say, if you a cold weather team, get a retractable roof. All that, this real football weather. Yeah. If that's the case, why we don't never have the Super Bowl in no cold weather city?
And it be in February too now.
Think about it. Why we don't never have a Super Bowl in a northern stadium? The only time we have a Super Bowl in the northern stadium is if they got a dome. Now, they got lucky that one year in New York. That was by the grace of God. They had a Super Bowl in New York. Why they had a Super Bowl in New York, I have no idea. But at kickoff, it was like 50 degrees. So they got lucky in February. The most got lucky. But other than that, bro, they don't hold no Super Bowl, no northern. Imagine having a Super Bowl in Green Bay. I mean, you're ruining the product.
Yeah, I'm about to say, and also Super Bowl is like All-Star weekend though. It's what goes around. Right. It's a Sunday. It ends at it's on a Sunday. You got Friday, Saturday.
You want the best conditions, bro.
Yeah, you want the. I mean, this side of the league also makes money too because they throwing events. The league doing. Bro, shit,
I'm not even saying like you should absolve cold weather games. It's not about that. If you want to play in the snow, all right, cool. I'm talking about this unbearable, like that Kansas City Chiefs Dolphins game last year when it was 1 degrees, minus 13. Nah, bro, that's not real football weather. That's barbaric shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, nah, we not get a retractable roof.
But that's how they did it back then, so they're not trying to ruin.
I mean, I remember the coldest game in history was like 1986 or something, and this is at kickoff. It was minus something, so the regular temperature was minus something. And the wind chill was like minus 40 or something.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That game will have to get rescheduled, bro. Like, I was not playing in that shit.
That was the AFC Championship game, like 1986. This was between like Cincinnati and San Diego. And the boys played in that shit. You got to think, back then, they don't have the technology we have now.
So them niggas, all they had was probably some heating, little portable heating shit, maybe some heating pads, a jacket.
That was it.
Oh, God.
But you play the Super Bowl in usually a dome or Tampa Bay, Miami, California, some shit like that. But like playing cold weather games, like 30 degrees, cool. 40 degrees, cool. When you start dipping into them lower 20s, that's when I don't have a problem playing football in no 30, 40 degree weather. That's all right. It's cold, but that ain't like unbearable shit. Yeah. I'll be all right at 34. When you start tapping into this, like the 2007 NFC Championship game between the Packers and the Giants. That shit was 1 degrees at kickoff.
How can niggas feel their hands even
goddamn
catch the ball,
Tom Coughlin ears was red as fuck. Like, this shit was crazy. Niggas out there playing it. You know them hits gonna hurt way worse. What? When it's cold.
I feel like your bones cracking, dog.
I remember the first play of the game, bro. Brandon Jacobs take the damn ball, run it. Nigga ran over Charles Woodson.
He felt that.
I know Charles felt that shit the next day, bro.
That. And with that cold and that wind, boy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yo,
that shit slapping your face.
Bro, like, have you ever seen, like, like let's say like elementary school, middle school, even high school, when niggas fought in the cold.
Oh man,
Dog, that shit.
whoever fell first was giving up.
Yes.
Whoever fell first was giving up. Like, all right, bro, I done hit this deck.
Bruh, if a
a
nigga get
wrap.
hit in his face when it's cold, bruh, that shit just gonna feel like 30 times worse.
And then it's the wind too.
Yeah.
Like if it's like a plain 30 degrees,
Yeah.
I'm cool with no wind.
Yeah.
But if it's 32 degrees, 15-mile-per-hour wind, it's gonna make it feel like it's 20, bro. So like today, like when Buffalo played, it's 28 degrees. At kickoff, it'll be 32. It'll be 32 degrees, but they got winds of like 15, but it'll make it feel like 25.
Okay.
That's insane. But I'll still be like, you know what? All right, cool. Gotta go out here and do what we got. Because you gotta mentally block that shit out.
Yeah.
But when you playing at 80 degrees, 70,
you're gonna get the best product though. You're gonna get
the best product.
The best. We have no excuse of this element. You know what I'm saying?
Right. There's nothing impacting. And I remember which you gonna talk about him later. Skip said one time, he's like, bro, like I hate watching some of these like these snow games because like it impacts the outcome of the game. Like people got to change up their game plan and shit like that. I never subscribed to that. This is real football weather shit. I never subscribed to that. So I know the Browns, they supposed to be getting a new stadium soon. That's gonna be like a dome type shit.
Yeah.
The Chiefs definitely got to get one, bro. The Pittsburgh Steelers, Eagles, they don't really be too bad, but y'all motherfuckers get cold too. The Giants, I've never been a fan of an outdoor stadium in New York. Never. Buffalo, y'all need to get one. Seattle, y'all just rain a lot. Y'all don't really be too
it's not
unbearable cold.
It's not like that.
Green Bay, definitely. Chicago, I remember Justin Fields was talking about Chicago. Chicago needs to get one.
Yeah.
But and the thing is, it's not like we're in a time now where you can have both.
Yeah.
So like, bro, October, November, y'all can rock out. You know, roof open. Shit like that. Bro, but when you start talking about like 10 degrees,
yeah,
I'm not even going to that game as a fan, bro. Like, think about the fans too.
Yeah. You get way more people coming through.
You get way more people coming through, bro. Like, even for the Panthers, I think when we had the NFC Championship game, it might have been like 40, 30 something degrees. Man, I started warming up throughout the game, bro. Like, and I had a beanie on, I had a jacket on, I had gloves on, but like, I don't think we're in a space where we need one. I think we would be all right. But like them further, like even the Commanders, I would say get one.
Yeah, it gets cold.
Ravens, I would say get one.
Of course, yeah.
But y'all can have that shit though. But y'all be safe out here though. That's all I can really say about that shit, man. Niggas out here having a good old time in that snow. That's all I can say. I know some flights got delayed in ATL too.
Of course.
Them planes ain't taking off on that shit.
Yeah, them planes, a bunch of planes got delayed on the East Coast.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah.
Especially in New York.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in New York. What was it I saw? I'm looking for that shit right now. Somebody did a snowman.
The boy had a gun on that nigga, dog.
Yeah. And then in Atlanta, them boys were taking advantage of that whole snowman shit with Jeezy. Yeah, that shit wild, bro.
Hey man, see that's the mark that's the mark of good marketing and something that sticks, bro. The snowman, like iconic.
Bro, nigga t-shirt got banned, bro.
You feel me? Like whoever came up with that for him was like, oh, if he came up with that for him, bro, they did something great with that one.
Hey man,
that's symbolism to its finest.
Hey, I don't listen. That was what 05, 06?
Yeah,
niggas was getting sent home behind that shit, bro.
Damn, that shit 20 years ago.
That shit was 20 years ago, bro.
Oh,
that shit was.
I was in 8th grade 20 years ago. That sounds crazy. That sounds crazy.
That sounds crazy to say for real.
Yeah.
And then just man, I don't know, bro. I don't know. This time shit might not be real, man. I always say this shit. Nah, real talk. Like that shit might not be real at all.
It might not be, man. I've heard people come, say things like that. Like, oh, man, time isn't real. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. I've never been one to think in that mind frame because I do know, because, in certain instances, time do be real. And you do have to be on the clock with certain shit. And, shit, every day is time. Shit, nigga, I come here at 9 o'clock sharp. I make sure I get here at 9 o'clock sharp on time. So time is real.
Time is real, yeah. But the way this motherfucker moving,
yeah.
I think we might turn up speed like some of the rest of, not like on no super fast shit. I think the fastest rotating planet I think is Venus. One of them motherfuckers just be dicking. Like their day is less hours than ours. It might be like 15 hours or some shit like that. Oh, wow. It's fast as fuck.
So their years is like
quicker, yeah, way quicker. I think the slowest is probably one of the motherfuckers further out. Jupiter, they spin fast. I saw a reel on that shit. I should have saved it. Because ours is like at 23 hours and 59 minutes or some shit like that. Yeah. For a complete day. Others be like 58 hours. Some is 20. Some is 40-something hours. Yeah. So, yeah, man, I don't know. But for us as humans, this is all we know. So for us, this would be perfect. I'd probably lose my fucking mind if I was on a planet that a day was 40 hours.
Whoa, that's crazy, dog.
Think about it. A day being 40 hours,
that's 2 days in one. That's 2 days in one, dog. That's crazy.
You up.
I would be tripping. Yeah, you're right. I'd be tripping because you wake up and it's the same day. You wake up again and it's the same day.
But think about it. If you was on a planet when the day was 15 hours, you'd definitely be fucked up.
Yeah, because you'd wake up and be like, oh shit, bro. Like the day gone and half the day gone.
That's it.
If the day's 15 hours and you take a 3-hour nap, you're like almost a third of the day gone, bro.
Third of the day gone. And you aging, you probably aging
faster.
You wouldn't be aging faster. You would just be adjusting the time different.
Okay.
Because you got to think, if you coming from planet Earth to another planet, it's 15 hours. You probably won't, like your birthday probably ain't going to change. But the days are going to go by faster.
But if you go to another planet, they would have to keep you, like if you go at 33, you're 33, right, Mike? Yeah, 30. If you go at 33.
My birthday would come faster based off that planet.
But you would still kind of you would have to wait to catch up.
I would still
They'd have to catch up.
Exactly. Because when I go back to Earth, be the same shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can have that shit, bro. I'm cool. Yeah, I'm kind of cool on that shit, bro. I'm cool. So let's go ahead and get into this shit, man. We had a wild week.
Yeah.
We had a wild week, man. We gonna go ahead and jump right into it. And we had the FS1 lawsuit, man. This FS1 lawsuit actually hit the timeline. What was that, Sunday afternoon? It was definitely last Sunday afternoon.
Sunday, late Sunday, early Monday.
Right. So a former hairstylist that worked for FS1 is basically suing Fox Sports, along with Skip Bayless, for unwanted sexual advances towards her. Offered her $1.5 million for sex. I don't want to mess up her name, so I'm gonna call her Miss Faraji. She also accused FS1 executive vice president Charlie Dixon of groping her and accused Fox host Joy Taylor of creating a hostile work environment through discriminations on the basis of race, national origin, and disability. The lawsuit, which was first reported by front office Fox Sports, is filed against Fox, Bayless, Dixon, and Taylor. Faraji is suing for sexual battery, a hostile work environment, failure to prevent harassment, negligent supervision, hiring and retention, retaliation, and wrongful termination. Fox's failure to prevent harassment perpetuated a misogynistic, racist, and ableist workplace where executives and talent were allowed to physically and verbally abuse workers with impunity, the lawsuit says. We take these allegations seriously and have no further comment at this time given the pending litigation, Fox said in a statement, which ain't really no fucking statement, to be honest. Bayless did not respond, of course.
Yeah.
Skip. We gonna get on Skip first. Yeah. The Athletic reached out to Taylor's management company, but not received an immediate response. That's telling as far as Joy Taylor, but we'll get into that. Faraji worked as a hairstylist at Fox part-time from 2012 to 16, a full-time for 2016 to 2024. In a 42-page suit, she alleged that Skip Bayless propositioned her for sex multiple times, including offering her $1.5 million to do so after she shared a cancer scare she experienced with him in hopes, she said, he would stop the inappropriate behavior out of pity. She also accused him of verbal harassment and inappropriate physical contact during haircuts. He would give her lingering hugs in each haircut, putting his body against her own, pressing against her breast, and then he began to kiss her on her cheeks, the lawsuit says. Faraji alleged Dixon groped her during Taylor's birthday party in 2017. Dixon used his position of power to coerce women into having sex with him and use it as justification to grope Mrs. Faraji, the lawsuit says. Come on. Here we go. Let me get into. Upon cancellation of Undisputed on August 2nd, 2024, Faraji was removed from the Fox hairstylist schedule while she said she worked on The Herd with Colin Cowherd for 5 years and Speak. For one, she said Fox told her the company only had the budget to employ one hairdresser across 3 shows which she worked. Yeah, man, this shit was crazy, bro.
Yeah.
It was a lot more to it. Let me see. It was a wild comment that skipped. Oh, yeah. The suit also alleges approximately 1 week later, Mr. Bayless made another advance at Miss Faraji. Miss Faraji responded, "Skip, stop. You have a wife." Mr. Bayless responded, "Aren't you Muslim? Doesn't your dad have 3 to 4 wives?" Mrs. Faraji responded to her father was dead, and when Mr. Bayless looked taken back, she made an excuse to leave. Yeah, man, that shit was insane, bro.
Mhm.
As far as Joy, when she had told her about it, she basically had told her like, "Oh, you know what? Just don't worry about it. Forget about it." You get what I'm saying? That was fucked up. That
Yeah.
if that is to be true, again, all of this is alleged. I'm just trying to get to the key bullet points. After a few months after meeting Mr. Ocho at lunch, Miss Faraji noticed him in the hallway while at work. Miss Faraji later asked Miss Taylor if Mr. Ocho also worked at Fox. Miss Taylor confirmed and explained she wanted Mr. Ocho to eventually recommend her on the show Speak for Yourself. Miss Faraji began alarmed and warned Miss Taylor that she should not sleep with Mr. Dixon and Mr. Ocho at the same time. As Mr. Dixon is a very powerful man, he may become very angry. Miss Taylor told her not to worry about it. She explained that she was now powerful, and once Mr. Dixon was no longer useful to her, she would follow through on her plan to tell the company that he forced himself on her. She would not allow herself to be forced out by Mr. Dixon like other women talent. That was the one that stood out to me
Yeah.
for sure. I was like, damn, bro, like that's what we doing.
It's nastiness on both sides. Like the Dixon, because I didn't know in the lawsuit that he was, he groped the other lady,
Mhm.
and he was using his position of power
Mhm.
to go around like acting like that. And so
Right.
the
And
shit
we
is
know, we know a lot of men in high position of power to abuse it based
Yeah.
off their status.
Yeah.
Like they take advantage of women, they take advantage of men.
Yeah.
They take advantage business wise, they take advantage personal wise. Like it's nasty all around. Like Mr. Dixon and Skip Bayless, they hold high positions at Fox.
Yeah.
So for these actions to be linked to them, probably not surprising at all. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? We heard multiple stories about that. Again, all this is alleged, but they definitely should be held accountable. Like Skip, he's been on Fox for some months now, so he don't really have a job that's in jeopardy. But if Mr. Dixon is definitely guilty of this shit, even though it's a lawsuit, he needs to be up out of there, bro. Like
Yeah.
it's no excuse for none of that shit. Like it don't matter how high your ranking is, none of that. You should not be abusing your power. You should not be coercing women who are under you to do sexual
Yeah.
acts or any of that shit. Nah, there's no room for that shit in here, bro. There's none of that. There's no room for none of that. And him being the executive, when you attach that title next to him, and like a lot of that shit makes sense.
Yeah.
Again, when you have these men who are in high positions, they use that shit to their advantage.
Yeah.
They can hold jobs over your head. They can hold connections with other people over your head, all type of shit.
Yeah. They could block you out.
They can block you out. Exactly.
But the thing with the Joy shit, it's just crazy because it's like, okay, so what she was, if things would have fall apart and what she was going to do, now that's foul, that's nasty. You know what I'm saying? To go and try to say a man tried or tried to force himself upon you, if that shit went south. But also on the other hand, I'm looking at it from a perspective, on her end, she might be looking at this shit like, yo, this nigga got a pattern in the history of doing this shit. But now that I think about it, but you was fucking dog. So like, if you was fucking him and then you turn around and try to say he forced yourself upon you, like that's even crazy. That's crazy. So it's like it's nastiness on all sides. On her end, she's probably looking at it like, oh, like she said, I'm not gonna let this dude do what he do to all the other girls. You know what I'm saying? use them and then kick them out. I'm gonna make this nigga pay if you do some wild shit, if you try to play me like that, which is fucked up on one end, but also I'm looking at it also like this is, no offense, this is a white man. Like, I don't really give a fuck what happened to this nigga, like, honestly.
Yeah.
But, like I said, if he's nasty, get him the fuck out of here. But for Joy shit, that's a nasty move to pull, but she may have felt like that maybe been her only move to pull.
Unfortunately, and again, this is allegedly. Like, my whole thought on this whole thing is, like, all three parties involved, and I'm talking about the ones that she's, suing, Mr. Dixon, Skip Bayless, more so Skip Bayless, because Skip Bayless has been at Fox for a long time.
Yeah.
So Skip allegedly or possibly doing this shit is, it's not. I'm not surprised. I would hope he's not guilty of this. But this sounds like, I remember when somebody said Skip's Twitter got hacked some months ago. And then somebody was like, he be in there speaking to sex workers and shit.
Yeah.
But in the same breath, you got to take these allegations seriously. So again, if Skip is guilty of this shit, Skip needs to be held accountable, even though he's not with Fox Sports anymore. He still needs to be held accountable. Mr. Dixon, he should not be employed at Fox no more. As an executive, as a janitor, none of that shit. Like, he needs to be gone, because you're putting people in a position where they're uncomfortable and they have to walk around on eggshells with you, because not only are you forcing yourself on them, you're holding their job over their head.
Yeah.
All that is nasty work. With Joy is, if you claim to be this woman's woman, but yet you telling this lady, hey, listen, if things don't go my way, I'm going to say he forced himself on me. Like, that's some nasty shit, especially when we know how that really affects real victims.
Yeah.
Like, it's no room for none of that shit. Yeah. All three parties should be held accountable to the same level if any of this is true. But the fact that they reached out to her representative, she ain't had nothing to say, and then Fox just put out that statement that basically said we don't have no comment, that ain't no statement, it's very telling. Yeah. There might be some merit to this shit.
Yeah. And if there is, like you said, all three need to be held accountable. You know what I'm saying? Like, because at the end of the day, this does put a bad name on the women who actually go through, who go through this shit. You know what I'm saying? Now you making it seem like, okay, there's always ulterior motives when women are, coming out and saying these things, and that's the kind of what you put it under, when you do shit like that. And there's a lot of real women who go through this shit in the real jobs, really working their way to the top. Not every woman gotta, sleep their way to the top. There's some hardworking women out here who do what they do. You know what I'm saying? They try to get to where they want to get to the honest way. You know what I'm saying? A way of integrity. And you kind of put a black eye on that shit when you do shit like that. But I do also want to speak on fraternizing in the workplace.
Yeah.
Before we get to scales, fraternizing in the workplace. Me personally, I have never fraternized in the workplace. I'm gonna be honest with you. Maybe because the jobs that I had ain't nothing bad been on there, or just for the simple fact that my mom always told me very early, like, when you on these people's job now, like, if you gonna fuck with somebody, my mama always told me, fuck with them boy off the clock. My mom said, on the clock, you don't even know this person. Mm-hmm. So I always instill that in my mind, when it comes to, relationships in the workplace. But hey, man, don't work husband, work wife type shit. Like, real shit. It's real, bro. It's fucking real.
I'm not going to sit up here and lie to y'all. I have done it in the workplace. I never had it turn into anything that was bad. I mean, it just ran its course. And I think it just boiled down for me, like, an understanding of what we do.
Yeah.
What we do outside work is what we do inside work. Like, but it can get complicated. I understand why people just be like, you know what, it's not even worth it, because not only are you engaging in sexual acts with this person, then you still got to see them every day. You get what I'm saying? So, and then in turn, if you have something else going on outside work, feelings could get involved and shit. Like, that's why you got to be very, very, very intentional about the conversation y'all have from the jump. And then in terms of what's going on.
And then the thing is, niggas be doing shit on site. That's the crazy shit. Niggas be fucking on site. Niggas be doing shit on site. Like, you can't be doing shit on site, bruh.
No.
Like, you can't be wilding out on site.
Definitely not.
But niggas will do shit like that, boy. Yeah. Niggas will do shit like that. Niggas will say wild shit on site, flirt on site. Like, nigga, you on site.
I think it's wild. Skip not replying. Skip not replying and trying to...
He tried to tweet through that shit.
when you somebody like that at FS1, you shouldn't be trying to fuck with nobody at that type of position, bro.
Yeah, you should be trying to fuck with the top. If you gonna cheat up, nigga. Like, no disrespect.
Ernestine ain't about to go nowhere anyway, though.
Yeah, yeah.
But Skip not saying nothing. I'm not surprised. Skip comes off at this. We done seen Skip fight tooth and nail for a point.
Yeah.
I never expected him to say anything about this shit.
Yeah.
Now, the only thing that might cloud me a little bit is the whole 1.5 million offer.
You're bugging.
I was having a conversation with Mo. Mo said the 1.5 might not have been for sex. It might have been for hush money.
True.
That could be a possibility.
Yeah, true.
But if I don't see Skip offering 1.5 for no sex,
I feel like his ego is way too. He's a
right.
very.
I was listening to Stephen A. Smith comment on this, and he was saying Skip one of the cheapest people I know. I just don't see it.
Yeah.
But you never know. Do I believe he offered some money? Yeah. I don't believe it was 1.5 though. And if Skip did offer 1.5, I feel like he did it jokingly.
Yeah.
Like, hey, how much you want? 1.5 for it? Da-da-da. I don't think Skip, if it really got down to it, I don't think Skip really is going to wire no 1.5 million to her account. But him not replying is not surprising to me at all.
Nah.
It's not. Skip just got that persona like, bro, like I'm not. Skip might even be like, bro, this Skip seemed like the type to not even address it and be like, yeah, this some bullshit.
Yeah.
Skip just gonna let that shit ride out. But Joy not saying something and being at the fact that we seen sports shows talk about lawsuits for days, weeks, sometimes months. These are just lawsuits of alleged things that happened.
Mm-hmm.
And they hold the said athlete accountable to a T as if they are guilty. I seen it on Speak. I done seen it on First Take. I done even probably done seen it on, well, Colin don't really get into too much as far as like lawsuits and stuff, but I seen it on sports shows, period. But Joy, especially the women who are on these shows, they definitely make it a point to emphasize it. And I'm not saying nothing is wrong with that. But the fact that she can still be up there at her show.
Yeah, she showed up the next day.
And I'm not saying she should lose her show at anything. That's not what I'm saying. But the fact that they didn't even address it. Okay, we always highlight these athletes when they got these egregious lawsuits, but now we're talking about the network who talk about sports, who talk about these things, and it's happening in-house.
But you expect them to talk about that on Fox 1?
I'm not saying I expect for them to talk about it. It's the way they carrying it.
Yeah, they are acting like ain't shit happened though. Because
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, they are acting
because you know what they say, Marcus.
Yeah.
When an athlete still goes out there and play basketball and still plays football, you know what they say? They act like it ain't happened.
True.
But guess what though? It's a lawsuit, and everything is still being alleged. It's playing out in court. But for the public opinion, it knows that the networks is not good enough. Well, damn! Now the light is on y'all. Now you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, I can see your point.
So it's not about that. They need to talk about it. It's the fact that now y'all understand when y'all talk about these athletes who have these lawsuits and everything is alleged, and then they still go out there and they play, and then y'all be like, well, the organization acting like ain't nothing happening. They might not necessarily be acting like that. They're just waiting for the shit to play out.
Yeah, they gotta keep it. They still gotta save face and keep it together.
Now I am shocked. Again, I am shocked that Joy didn't want to comment on none of this. Because I feel like the type of person she is, just based off of how she speaks, and I'm not saying Joy has been, terrible or anything like that when she covered the lawsuits on athletes and stuff like that. But the fact that you didn't even deny any of this, it's kind of telling. I was listening to Marcellus Wiley, and he was even talking about like how he know a lot of these people, and like how he even heard like weeks prior that him and her and Emmanuel Acho was probably messing around. But when I was listening to him talk about it, he was saying some of this might be like, it might hold some weight. Like if you start, because they're saying she was possibly even cheating when she was married. And I remember she was married at the time when she stayed in Miami. And then she went out there to LA to do Undisputed. This was her first husband. Yeah. And then I remember after that, she was dating Earl Watson.
Yeah.
Marcellus Wiley said he knows all the parties involved. And it's like, if this shit really starts to grow legs, you could probably see where, them two might get phone calls, the ex-husband or Earl Watson. Like, because remember her and Earl Watson dated.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then I think they got engaged or almost got engaged, and he got up out of there. You get what I'm saying? Like, that was just it. But if it gets to a point in that, dog, this shit can get interesting for real.
Yeah.
But the fact that she didn't deny anything, especially that serious, that's kind of telling to me, bro.
Yeah.
You don't got. I'm not saying you got to put out a long essay or anything like, bro. Nobody can accuse me of any of those type of allegations.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck what my lawyer tell me. It's like, bro, like, no, I'm putting out something. Like, we not even about to play with my name.
Yeah,
like
I gotta stake my innocence, if anything.
Yeah, if anything, like, hey, listen, I'm not guilty of any of these things being alleged, and this will continue to play out in court.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say.
Oh yeah.
But I'm just not gonna remain silent on something that egregious.
Yeah.
Not on no shit like that, bro. Hell no.
And like you said, with Joy Taylor, it's like the like I said, the women in these spaces, and they speak highly of women being together, and you know what I'm saying, the feminist aspect and things like that, and which is cool in some instances, but at the end of the day, we all are human instincts. We're all going to do what we got to do to survive. So she was trying to tell that woman, this is what you have to basically do to survive, which is wrong, which is fucked up, because at the end of the day, you still letting this person get taken advantage of and just telling them to be quiet about it. It's not cool.
Right, and they know that shit awkward because that episode Monday when they came back, like Keyshawn and Pierce and Michael Irvin, they was all standing there. Keyshawn doing these weird body moves.
Like
this nigga throwing a pitch. My nigga, this ain't baseball season. You don't even play baseball. You a former wide receiver. Like, the shit was just, you could tell it was a little bit uncomfortable because they know, like, this is the talking point right now.
Yeah.
Like, fuck what y'all talking about. Like, just to see y'all on air and everybody talking about it is like, we know what's going on, but
I want to hear Paul Pierce talk about this. That's all I want to say.
Paul ain't gonna talk about it because he on a show with her, so he not about to compromise whatever he got going on with that show.
Like, when
no, it would be funny.
It would be funny. That's what I'm saying. It would be funny as shit.
I know Keyshawn, Paul Pierce, and Michael Irvin all got opinions on this shit.
Like LaShawn McCoy be on that shit. Like
all of them. Yeah. Well, LaShawn is on the facility in the morning now.
Okay,
they switched. So LaShawn is on the facility. Chase Daniel and Emmanuel Acho.
Yeah, I'm about to say he be on with Emmanuel Acho.
And then Speak now, because remember when the Undisputed left, they reshuffled everybody's roster. So Speak is Joy, Keyshawn, Paul Pierce, and Irvin. Sometimes Irvin be on there, but it's usually Pierce and Joy. So I'm looking at this shit, I'm like, okay. Then Emmanuel, like, she didn't tweet for like 5 days after that shit.
Yeah.
Emmanuel Acho, he just got back. He been blocking everybody who mentioned Joy Taylor.
Yeah, Brett tried to tweet through that shit.
Bro, that video when he was talking about Joy and he was looking like he was sitting in his car and this nigga kept putting his finger over his nose. Everybody was like, man, he was just fresh out that thing. But I'm like, hey, bro, do what you do. It's not like Emmanuel did anything wrong. I mean, niggas just getting their jokes off.
Yeah, but them niggas say, is he married?
No, I don't think Emmanuel Acho.
I think
he used to date Shorty from Insecure, Molly.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
I thought they said Brett was married.
Nah, he ain't married.
Oh, he ain't married. Okay,
well, but he sounded like some Derek Jackson type shit, bro. Like basically parenting type shit. Like, my nigga, like, stop it, bro. Like, then he been deleting videos of him supporting her and shit like that because these allegations is like, if I had a slew of videos like really bigging up a woman, but then this woman got allegations of potentially lying on another man about sexual assault. I'm gonna look funny in the light, bro. Yeah. I'm gonna look funny in the light because then at some point I might have to acknowledge that the fact, like, I'm cool with this woman. Yeah, bro, like that shit ain't foul. Yeah. And I understand. Like, listen, I always say this, like, I don't know these rappers, I don't know these entertainers, I don't know these athletes. So if they doing something, like, it's only right for me to be fair as far as holding them accountable. Yeah. But if I have a personal relationship with them, I might not be as
quick to jump out. Not
even quick to jump out. Aggressive as far as the accountability on the mic because I know them. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. I might not carry. Say for example, I know. Let's say for example, I know John Morant personally, but I don't know Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather and Ja got accused of the same shit. I'm going to call Ja and be like, hey, listen, bro, you my nigga, but you do know I'm going to have to speak about this. Yeah. I ain't going to call you out your name, disrespect you, or nothing like that, but it is my duty to speak on this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If Floyd, I might, hey, I don't know him, so
I'm just going to let my shit,
exactly. So for Emmanuel Acho, I could probably understand because he might have a personal relationship with Joy outside of working with her.
Of course he does.
Cool. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So he might have to carry different. But the fact that these some serious fucking allegations, my nigga.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? And you rub shoulders with this lady.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, Joy has been an advocate for women in sports
That's
media.
what I'm saying.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So if this shit is true, that's a nasty look. But the fact that she has not wanted to comment on it, I may be leaning towards some of that shit might be true, bro. Some of it might be true.
Hey, I mean, if you don't comment on it right now, I mean, I ain't gonna say that's an admission of guilt.
No, it's not.
It's not. Maybe she's just, people just trying to get their shit together, trying to get all their ducks in line, because we don't know what's going on. Maybe they might have a clue what's going on next. So, these are some nasty allegations, though. Like I said, especially when you tie in these certain factors. I mean, and still with Skip, it's like, you know what I'm saying, bro? You. Like them niggas just saying, like, it just seemed like everybody was trying to beat Joy, you know what I'm saying? That's how the internet's funny. They go get their jokes off. They go get their theories off.
And I'm not rolling with none of this, men are using this as an outlet to get off misogyny. Nah. Because nobody has ever just jumped out the window on Joy Taylor just cause.
Yeah.
We got plenty of women in sports media, Taylor Rooks, Joy Taylor, Kimberly Fields on ESPN First Take. It's a slew of them. We just not gonna jump out the window just cause. Yeah. Like all we saying is, hey, bro, like the same way that y'all read lawsuits for other athletes, male athletes, rappers, entertainers, and these are just allegations. Y'all have a certain type of energy for that. Just carry the same for her. Yeah. It's not like we picking on her. We didn't ask for this. Yeah. This shit dropped herself. And this hairdresser, she may have a valid case. She may not. If she's lying, she needs to be held accountable too. Yeah. But again, this is serious allegations within this lawsuit, bro. Yeah. Like Skip Bayless might not ever get a job again if these are to be true.
But I don't think Skip worrying about that. I don't think
Skip don't give a fuck because Skip doing his own shit.
That's what I'm about to say. Skip got his own YouTube channel. So he don't give a fuck.
Skip be giving his damn points from his own kitchen and shit like that. Yeah. He don't give a fuck. But we in the space now where you don't really need a network to get your voice out. Skip got a following. Yeah. It might not be as big as when he was on Undisputed, but Skip got a following. Mm-hmm. And I don't feel like it's gonna bother him as much, but it's still nasty. Yeah. In terms of, well, damn, bro, we can't bring you around because you're gonna be having the women uncomfortable. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Mr. Dixon, you're head of you're an executive of a network. How can I trust you to be an executive of any position if you put women in position to where they're uncomfortable? You're forcing themselves on them. Mm-hmm. And then with Joy is just like, if she coming to you as another woman and you telling her, oh, and don't worry about that shit, just brush it off. Oh, I ain't worrying about that because I'm powerful now too. Like if it don't go my way, then I'm gonna just say he forced himself on me. Like, bro, no, yeah, we can't do no shit.
All three parties are nasty. You know what I'm saying? All three parties nasty for that shit.
But I would tell you, boy, them outside of the seriousness,
them jokes was woo. Them shits was A1. Them
shits was lethal.
Them shits was funny as hell, bro. Dog, and what's up with Jason Whitlock, man? What's up with Whitlock, bro?
I don't know why Whitlock inserted himself in this. That's another one who ain't on the network no more. Like, he got his own YouTube shit popping. Mm-hmm. He just came at Cam Newton because Cam had got on him because Cam was telling him, you're not that guy and all this other shit. So Jason Whitlock got on him. That shit was hilarious. Jason is just a funny guy to me. I don't follow his content. But yeah, he was wilding with this whole peanut butter skin.
Yeah.
If I was there, she would have been in trouble. Like, my nigga, like, you sound like a creep.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? Like, everybody's basically, running with the jokes of her, getting the job because of her looks or, all this other shit. But the memes and the jokes was funny. They was hitting on them.
Nigga said she got some big cans. I'm like, yo, are you a nigga? Are you a nigga? Nigga said cans, bro. Who the fuck called titties cans?
That shit wild, bro. And my whole thing is, none of them need to do this. Skip, you've been in media for 40 years plus. Joy, you got connections off the rip because your brother Jason Taylor. Mm-hmm. So it's no need for you. Like, I feel like when you have the connections, I feel like it holds almost the same weight as a talent. Because all in all, though, you'll be straight. Mm-hmm. All you got to do is continue to perform and do your thing, and your growing will grow. It might not grow as fast as Skip or Stephen A. Smith, but Joy was always going to be fine, in my opinion, just for the fact that she had connections through her brother. Mm-hmm. Her brother's a Hall of Fame defensive end who played for the Dolphins. Like,
yeah, you could have got a job. You could have stayed in Florida, got you a whole job. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
you know,
saying?
you were.
Like,
It's not like you blocked from major opportunity. Like you done sat down with some of the most major people. But I am definitely interested because I know she done sat down with a lot of male media members. I know they have a lot of takes that they probably wouldn't say on air. Like I'm talking about barbershop takes.
yeah, like how this person get in this
Like
position.
how this
type
person
shit.
getting
Yeah.
down type shit.
Yeah.
I know LaShawn McCoy laughing about that shit.
Yeah.
I know who else on that show?
Like I said, Keyshawn Johnson.
Niggas
Paul
had
Pierce.
jokes.
Them niggas know, man. Them niggas know.
Bro,
Them
listen.
niggas know.
Bro, listen.
They know the real.
Keyshawn Irvin and Paul Pierce definitely had some jokes before Joy came around.
Yeah.
No more is definitely getting jokes off around the water cooler.
Yeah.
No more's here she comes. LaShawn McCoy and all them, see, they ain't on the show no more.
Yeah.
LaShawn McCoy and Chase Daniel, the boys had jokes for Emmanuel Acho too. He came up too.
Yeah.
I know LaShawn McCoy got hella jokes.
Of course.
He just ain't gonna do that shit around dog because you know. But once the storm settles, oh, he gonna tell Emmanuel Acho some jokes.
Yeah.
For sure.
You gotta get these, dog. You gotta get these.
You gotta get these jokes, bro. You gotta get these jokes. But if Marcellus Wiley is saying that he probably heard about that weeks prior that them two was sleeping, I mean, hey, do what you do.
Y'all grown.
It is what it is. She grown. I mean, let's be real here. Joy is an attractive woman. You get what I'm saying? Like, she got an attractive face. She got the nice top. No disrespect. I mean, she don't really got the lower half body type that I like or prefer. But she, all in all, I would be lying to say she wasn't an attractive woman.
Yeah.
But you gotta tread lightly when you're in that position, bro. Like you really, really gotta tread lightly. Because if I'm a nigga at FS1 or ESPN, and I know how I get down with women, I don't think I could play around in them waters with somebody that's at my job. Because if we do, it's going to have to get to a serious level. And I probably don't want to take that shit to no serious. Shit, Jalen and Molly got married.
Yeah.
And they work for the same network. So it's not like it's against the law to do.
Yeah.
Now, some jobs do have in place, no fraternizing, period.
Yeah.
But some places, some people actually end up marrying each other. Remember the whole scandal with them people at ABC? The black dude and the white lady?
Yeah. I
When
remember
them boys they was married but separated, but they was going on trips together.
Yeah.
You saw pictures of he grabbing her ass and shit like that. Them boys lost their goddamn job behind that whole shit.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? For love. So you just gotta tread lightly, bro. Like you gotta know how to approach people. You gotta cover all bases.
Yeah.
Especially when you're dealing with women, because shit can get tricky when you at that position. Ain't nobody about to fuck my name up more than anything. The job is a job. Okay, cool. But you're not about to put no smut in my name. Like, hey, bro, listen, we both was interested in each other.
Yeah.
Let's not play this game. You get what I'm saying? But when you start talking about harassment,
nah, leave me out that.
nah, leave me out of that, bro. Leave me out of that. Like, of course, when they was playing back the videos of Emmanuel Acho, like, introducing Joy, like, at the show, I'm like, damn, this nigga being real extra.
That shit was bleeding. That shit bled. That shit was bleeding on to the work side now. You know what I'm saying?
I was like, damn, bro, like, this nigga being real performative right now,
To
bro.
my best friend in the world.
Like, all right, bro.
Such as, I'm like, yo, you making this shit real obvious right now.
Real obvious, my nigga. Real fucking obvious, bro. That shit is crazy.
Yeah, just chill out, bro. Like, bro, if I'm fucking a coworker, bro, I'm not even mentioning.
Nobody should have a sign that y'all two are fucking.
What? We should walk past each other every day in the hallway and not say shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that nigga got her all on his Twitter, bro. She all on this, and she all on that nigga Twitter.
Bro, listen, this shit wild. And the jokes definitely have been A1.
Yeah, about to say them shit's really been A1, bro. Them niggas funny, bro. That's all I can say. Niggas
ain't wasting no time neither. And anything she tweet, they not even talking about what she tweeting about, bro. Like, you go to her Twitter right now, you go to her quotes or her latest tweet, you be like, all right, bro, you know niggas ain't talking about this shit here. Like, let's get to the nitty gritty. Like, she hasn't tweeted since the second. You know what I'm saying? Like, she hasn't tweeted since. She been posting on her Instagram.
Cause you can
she in her story.
Yeah,
she in her story though. So
and you got way more control in your IG on that Twitter.
Oh no, actually she just put a post up 2 days ago. Oh. But the comments on my nigga don't run from shit.
Told you, crucial.
Joy operating like nothing went down. This is the most petty way to respond, and now I stand. She's our queen. Speak on FS1. Let me see. Hey, she is moving like nothing going on, bro.
Yeah.
So it is.
She moving like John Gotti, man. Fuck this shit.
Somebody said all of a sudden her wardrobe was sponsored by Handmaid's Tale. Somebody got the Jif peanut butter.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
This nigga's hell.
Yeah, she need to stop pretending like everything normal. Like, everybody was gonna wait. But that's what I'm saying. Like, when you're a reporter or when you're a media personality, y'all speak on these allegations from athletes.
Yeah.
So for you to act like as if people are not waiting for you to probably say something about this or at least deny it, like, come on, bro, let's not do that.
Yeah.
So now she put this little montage together of her, like, in like her, her moments at FS1 and shit like that. I get it, but let's not play.
Hey, man, if you in that position, I guess, but nah, honestly, no, nobody's gonna play with my name like that.
Nobody ain't gonna play with my name like that, bro.
I'm not about to sit there and let a nigga say something about me and just think that shit just gonna fly. Hell no. But I don't know, man. Maybe her lawyer told him don't say nothing. I don't know.
I mean, probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not. And I mean, I get it, but at the same time, too, like.
But like you said, like it could be some facts to this. It could some of this shit could be true now. So like you said, maybe if it's because,
and I hope it ain't true.
Yeah, because
of course I don't want nobody being sexually harassing none of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Picture that shit. She come out there and deny this shit. Then next thing you know, she get put in the deposition and she gotta go up there and speak. It's gonna be crazy, like you said. People coming up there and speaking on her name and character and things of that nature. Because if them two niggas start going up there and be like, well, she was fucking with Dog while she was fucking with me. And, and that should get crude. Like you said, that should get very interesting.
Right, bro. Like, it's all around nasty. Again, I hope, Miss Shiraji, she gets justice behind this. If this is true, again, all this is alleged. So I'm definitely interested to see how this shit play out. I think more information will come out.
Mm-hmm.
This shit is far from over. In my opinion, I feel like it's far from over. I don't expect to hear nothing from Skip. Skip is Skip. It's whatever. Like, Skip fucked his own self up with the whole Shannon Sharp relationship. And, he's kind of been downhill since.
Yeah.
Skip probably don't give a fuck. He's made plenty of money.
Yeah.
Probably sent on a bunch of money. I don't expect Ernestine to leave him. I mean, this is the same dude who told Ernestine, like, you'll never come first. Like, you'll always be second to my career. And she signed up for that. She been with him for years. She even spoke about that. She was like, yeah. And I mean, when he told me that, I was like, okay, well, I got to accept that. This is what it is. You get what I'm saying? So, hey, Skip just seemed like a dude who's always going to put himself first.
Yeah.
And he going to say whatever the fuck he want to say. Some of that shit I do believe Skip, like that whole Muslim comment.
That's definitely something. That's
100% something Skip would say.
Yeah. He said, "Isn't your dad Muslim?
Isn't your dad Muslim?
He's got 3 or 4 wives.
He got 3 or 4 wives." That sound like some shit Skip would say. We done seen Skip like fight tooth and nail live on air about the craziest shit. Yeah. So he that's not above Skip Bayless, bro.
Hell no.
I mean, that's not beneath him, bro. That's definitely within his realm, bro.
He'll definitely say some shit.
Say some shit like that. The only thing that I question in this is probably the 1.5, and even with Joy, like I don't have a problem with Joy having no relationship with nobody. It was just the whole, she was gonna, call foul if shit didn't go her way, and then you tell another woman when she come tell you about, yo, he groped me. She's like, oh, don't worry about that. Like damn, the fact that she's suing all 3 of them is telling.
Yeah. And typically women don't get put in these lawsuits. So, that's what
I'm saying. Like,
that's also very
at the end of the day, we all know in this world, there's a lot of double standards.
Yeah.
I've grown to accept that there are double standards in this world when it comes to men and women. Some of them I subscribe to.
Yeah.
And some of them I'm not wasting my energy no more on terms of keeping the same energy. The fact of the matter is there'll never be the same energy when it comes to domestic disputes or sexual assault accusations when it comes to men and women, because fair point is a lot of times men are the forefront of sexual assault allegations. That is true. Sexual harassment allegations. That is true. But when you have women who are accused of falsely tagging men, that's just as bad as them actually doing it, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because that's something that never leaves that man, and you have real victims that go through that shit.
Yeah.
And you should be held accountable. We've seen in the past women falsely accuse men of rape or sexual assault, and nothing happens to them.
Yeah.
Literally nothing. So I don't think people understand how serious that allegation is, because if Miss Faraji is lying about this, she should be held accountable.
Yeah.
Like, you ruining people's lives for no reason. You probably looking for a money grab, whatever the case may be. Like, bro, we not doing that. You get what I'm saying? This is not something that you should be playing around with. So if she is lying about this shit, she should 100% be held accountable as well. Whether it be a countersuit, whatever the case may be, she shouldn't be allowed to work as a hairdresser in none of these networks no more, because you playing around.
Yeah.
And you don't play around when it come to that type of serious level of allegations, bro. You just don't do that.
Yeah. Because that's, like you said, you playing with a lot of people's names and lives doing shit like that.
Yeah, facts, bro. You ain't got time to play with that shit. So, like I said, hopefully, you know, Miss Faraji, if these allegations are true, you know, she got her rightful justice, and if not, it's just it's nasty all around. And then, you know, hey, I don't have no problem. You know me, I'll come back on here and, you know, I'll address it how it's supposed to be addressed if everybody involved is innocent. But just from seeing how everybody been moving and, you know, the denying the comment on stuff like that shit is telling, bro. Like, it's telling. It's not an admission of guilt. It just looks funny in the light.
Yeah.
Because I feel like honestly, this is what I thought. When the shit first came, I'm like, man, Joy about to she definitely about to put a statement on it.
Yeah.
Ain't no way Joy about to stand behind and just act like, put that shit on her name. But she ain't said shit. You put up the IG video acting like, you know, everything is all good. Yeah, everything is all good and shit like that. So it'd be interesting to see how this shit play out. And some more unfortunate news, man. We had them LA fires, man. Prayers out to those, and, you know, on the coast of California, around the LA area, more so around what is it?
Palisade?
Palisades.
Yeah.
I know that was the area most affected, man. Like, thousands of homes are gone. People are out of homes, jobs, businesses burnt down. It's just a sad event. JJ Redick, he lost his house.
Yeah.
I know Kawhi Leonard. I think he has some family members that were affected by these LA fires.
Because they said there was one area, I forget, it's spelled like Altamina. I forgot what the name was, but it was a black city around that area, and they had a lot of like major damage. I remember one of the guys said he was living there since like 1977 and lost his house.
It's sad, bro. I was watching a TikTok video of how this possibly could have been planned, because it's funny how you came across these insurance companies who, out of the blue, a few months ago, just cut fire insurance.
Oh, wow.
On these homes. Yeah, bro. Like, this shit was nasty, bro. It was nasty. That was that shit that Mo had put in the chat the other day. And I was listening to that shit. I was like, damn, bro, like, this what the fuck we doing? Like, but it's, when it comes to America, nothing is surprising.
No. It could either be that, or around that area, from what I've heard, like, you know, because I was listening to somebody on a podcast who was basically talking about that same area, saying that that land wasn't supposed to be built on. He said wildfires are natural in California, but what they do is they'll go and they'll, you know, burn down the trees, like the natural wind or whatever, to create the fire, and they'll burn down, and the trees will burn down, then they grow back. Whatever the case may be, is you know, the cycle of nature. You know what I'm saying? But what they said is, when they kept building on that land, when the fires happen now, instead of knocking the trees over, anything in its way is pretty much catching on fire. So that could be one thing, and especially with those winds that go, that just carries
the winds is really been carrying it.
Yeah, it carries it, because, bro, there's like actually like 5 fires right now, 6 fires.
Yeah,
like, it's still going on.
The death total is up to 16.
Oh, damn. Last time I heard, it was like at 11, but it's 16. Damn.
Yeah. 23,000 acres have been burnt, bro.
Whew.
23,000.
That's insane, man.
I wanna play this video from this guy. I don't know who it is, but I do wanna play this, because I found this very interesting to give y'all an insight of why there can be some foul play at this point with this. Hold on, let me play this real quick.
Los Angeles is completely on fire right now, with thousands of acres affected. So let's run down a list of everything that's happened so far. Now, there's multiple fires going on, but we'll start with the Eaton Fire, which is actually northeast of Los Angeles, and 2,200 acres have already burned since of this recording. There's also fires in the Hearst area, the Woodley area, and the Palisades, which is now over 3,000 acres affected. Now there's fires going towards San Bernardino and also a fire in Ventura County. Now, being born and raised in Los Angeles myself, wildfires are nothing out of the ordinary, but we're not in wildfire season. Now, wildfires are caused by two things, either human activity, which is arson or accidental, or the climate, i.e. dry vegetation and heat, but in the middle of winter. And it got so bad that people were just abandoning their cars just to get out, and they had to bring in a bulldozer to clear the way for the firefighters. Now, here's a brave resident who decided to stay behind himself and fight the fires because there's little to no support from the state government. So where is the mayor of Los Angeles? Well, Karen Bass is actually out of the country right now in Ghana at a presidential inauguration. Have fun while your city's on fire. And that's a little convenient that you're out of the country while your city's on fire, but I'll get back to you. Then you have the governor, Gruesome Newsom, in this photo op, doing nothing, looking at the fires. Yeah, you're a real American hero. But there's reports from the fire department themselves saying it could have started at a house.
This is jumped from a very small fire in the backyard. It ran up a ridge. Once it hit.
And this is footage from Pacific Palisades looking like a war zone. How did we get here? Well, it's time to get weird. Can anybody tell me why, just like Maui, they ran out of water? So there's reports from the fire department stating that the fire hydrants weren't filled. Even though California passed Prop 1 back in 2014 for a $7.5 billion water bond, and another $10 billion, which they voted on last November, that would be used for wildfires and extreme heat projects. But where's the water? Next, we have insurance companies. So, last year, tons of major insurance companies pulled out of California, but then there's this.
They've lived in this house for 75 years, and they've had the same insurance, and these insurance people decided to cancel their fire. And we're going through this, and it just happened, and they have no fire.
Now, she reports her parents' insurance company pulled out 4 months before the fires, just like Liberty Mutual did as well. This also includes State Farm and Allstate as well. And to add insult to injury, the Los Angeles Fire Department's budget was cut by $23 million in the 2024 fiscal year. Now, could be nothing, but you do have these military planes that were seen the night before the fire. Now, these are called Ospreys helicopters, which are used for military transport, but also for medical evacuations, so it's a little odd. And it doesn't help my conspiracy side of the brain that they already have plans for a smart city called Smart LA 2028. Now, what was the name of that one city where they had a digital summit for a smart city right before a massive fire? And sidebar, I found something else, that these fires in Arizona started the exact same time as the fires in California, so there's that. So since Newsom and Karen can't do their jobs correctly, I'll do it for them. I started a relief effort on GoFundMe for food, water, shelter, medical, and anything else the victims may need, so make sure you guys hit the link in my bio for that. And personally, I do have...
Shit crazy, bro.
Wow, that
Whole shit crazy, bro. It seems like that shit is by design, bro.
Yeah, I could see that.
Shit
But that's
by
so
design.
crazy because some of those areas, man, those homes are like in the millions, dog. These are the rich. These are the 1%. These are the quote unquote 1%. Some of these people, bruh.
So now all these houses are gone. All these acres are gone. They're gonna have to. They're not just gonna rope that off forever because it could be rebuilt.
Yeah,
They're gonna rebuild that shit.
the smart
Make it-
LA. Yeah,
Smart LA shit, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, the insurance companies stands out to me on this because how convenient for y'all to just cancel fire coverage, and then this fire happens, and now it's spreading over 23,000 acres. My boy who stay out there, like he wasn't affected, but like, bro, like they could see the haze over the city.
yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, Palisades ain't really close to like LA,
yeah.
but they still within the same area. You get what I'm saying? So that shit is fucked. They're not even having the Rams Vikings game in LA Monday. It's in Arizona.
Is it Arizona? Okay.
Yeah, they put it in Arizona. So I mean, this shit is sad, man. It's sad. It's fucked up. It's unfortunate, man. People lost their homes, their memories, all that shit, bro. Like, I couldn't imagine, bro.
Yeah, just everything in one swoop. But but that's the thing for me. That's
Like, how does shit just get that out of control, bro?
because the wind just carry that shit, bro. The fire start, and once the fire start going a little bit, the wind start blowing, and that shit just start. It's a chain reaction. But my whole thing is like, damn, dog, they really actually burn. They actually touch the 1%. Because typically the 1% don't get touched.
Right.
These niggas touch the 1%. So that's always going. That's how you know the government don't give a fuck. Because a lot of those
They
homes,
turn around
like,
and they end up building that smart LA shit, bro. That's gonna be.
it's gonna be
That's
crazy.
nasty work. That's.
But
nasty
you know
work.
what? They're gonna do that shit, and then they're gonna tell you what you gonna do about it. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? I mean, if niggas could just burn that shit down too. You know what I'm saying? Niggas could just be like, fuck that, burn that shit down. But it's just crazy.
You ever feel
man.
like the government just has a cap on everything as far as us as citizens?
Yes, bruh.
As far as our knowledge,
the knowledge,
how far we can go.
how far, yes, bruh. These niggas, they infect the food. They infect the food. I told, like I've said on the last podcast, like, bro, all these niggas work together to in their selfish endeavors to go and, you know, fatten their pockets, bro. These niggas work together. Alcohol companies work with DUI people. You know, they work with, you know, certain motherfuckers. Like, everybody just work together. Like, I'm pretty sure the city of LA, the insurance companies, all these niggas probably got in a meeting. You know what I'm saying? The water people probably like, all right, we'll bet we're gonna turn our water. Like, bruh,
Now some of us ain't had no water.
like, you know. And then the crazy shit is where they had the dog talking about the helicopter. So it's like they say all this shit. You know, these niggas probably on some wild shit. These niggas probably could have even sold their home. Be like, you know what? We know this shit was gonna happen. Let's go. I'm going to sell my home to get my money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Get all my shit, move my shit, or whatever the case may be. And then I'm going to get on this plane. I'm going to move my home.
Right.
I'm going to live in a home outside of the fire area. And I'm going to get in the plane and I'm getting the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? And watch all this shit just unravel. You know, or some people just been like, or you got some people who probably, you know, did that shit, moved, and then looking from their house like, damn, that's just crazy. How their whole shit burning down. You're like, nigga, you knew this shit was happening.
Right.
It really could be that wicked.
It's some nasty shit, man. And it's so unfortunate because it don't gotta come to this, like, but motherfuckers just evil.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Like, this don't seem like some shit that just got out. Like, this seemed like some man-made started shit. For it to be 25,000 acres,
separate fire.
middle of the winter. This ain't. We've heard about LA fires. Like, we talking about like peak summer though.
Yeah.
Like Death Valley being 115 degrees type shit. Like, I've heard of that, but for it to be in the middle of winter, and granted, they don't have no crazy winter, but it's still cold. For it to be in the middle of the winter and it spread at this rate, like, this is insane. Like, I even got on the Apple map,
but we're
just to go or just to pull it up, and I was looking at this shit, and I was like, because you know they got the you know how they be having like the red for like the alert type shit. Like, bro, look how far this shit.
God damn.
Look how far that shit stretches, man.
It's crazy because we are literally in a cold front. Like, it's freezing.
Right.
And LA is on fire.
LA is on fire. Yup. Road closed. They got a whole bunch of road closures, bro. Whole bunch of them. Like, granted, it's not like, you know, in the middle of LA because they probably would never let that shit happen. But the fact that it's not that far from Beverly Hills, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's really not. Like, you got West Hollywood, Beverly Hills, you know, but everything's like near this coastal area. Like, this shit is sad, bro. Malibu, near Malibu, Topanga. All this shit, bro. This shit spread crazy. All the Palisades Highlands is like gone.
Yeah.
Gone. All these is houses, bro. All that shit is houses. All them shit gone. That shit is just insane, bro. That shit is sad. That shit is fucked up. It's fucked up. Nobody deserves that.
Yeah, everything gone.
But
bro.
if this turns out to be like some big money play, just nasty work, bro. Why would insurance companies just all of a sudden take out fire insurance for their policyholders? Y'all just gonna, that's like somebody who got a house then by Folly Beach and the insurance company say, yeah, we're not covering flood insurance. Hurricane come, they're cooked.
Yeah.
How convenient.
Yeah. Yeah,
And you know, it's a law down here that you gotta have
you gotta have
flood insurance in certain areas if you're in a flood zone.
Yeah.
If you're in a flood zone, you gotta have flood insurance.
Yeah, if you live downtown, you have to have flood insurance. You
Yeah.
can't live in downtown without flood insurance.
Correct. So I want to know, like, when was the big round table meeting for them to go?
So
I seen people, and I'm glad they got out there. They had to move elderly people out the complexes and stuff like that, get them safe and all type of shit. And then you just can't. I really don't know what to say, bro. It's some nasty. It's some nasty shit going on.
Hey man, I'm pretty sure there's a movie
because I seen a helicopter come, and then they dropped like some. I don't know if it was water or something, and then the fire was just gone. I don't know what type of special shit that was. I don't think that was water because that shit seemed like it would get.
It was like pink kind of.
I don't know what it is, but it dropped from the helicopter and it dropped on the fire, and the fire was gone.
Yeah,
I don't know what type of special shit that is, but
hey man, on the real, like I'm pretty sure there's a movie about this somewhere. Like so, because I'm trying to tell you, bro, movies tell everything. Like on some real shit. Like people might not, believe me, and I would like, bro, movies tell a lot about what's going on and what's about to go on. So I'm pretty sure there's a movie in relation to some of this shit that's going on right now. It might, so.
I don't know, man. Just prayers to everybody. Hopefully, I know they canceled y'all game to reschedule it, the Lakers game. I don't know who y'all was playing, but
we was playing the Hornets.
Oh, okay. So yeah, they said they was gonna reschedule that, but yeah, man, definitely prayers to those who lost it. I seen a girl, man, that was like her childhood home.
Damn.
You said my boy I just recently donated. His grandmother lost her house.
Damn.
Yeah, just like that. That shit gone. You get what I'm saying? His grandmother good, but that's people memories, bro.
Man.
All that shit.
And like I said, they had a black city over on that side, man, and a lot of those, people lost their homes, man. That shit's fucked up.
California just be, like I said, wildfires is not nothing we haven't heard before, but I don't know, fucking January.
Yeah, but I say, bro, it's literally a cold front right now.
Like
that's definitely man-made. That's man-made. That's definitely man-made.
I don't understand what's the end game with all of that shit though. That'd be my only thing when we start talking about, the government and how they approach certain things.
They don't care, man. They only about the dollar, bro. Like I said, they infect the foods you eat. They pollute the air. They certain products you use could cause cancer. Like, it's just a bunch of shit they do for population control and to get anything that they want to get out in the world. And the crazy thing is you can't do nothing about it.
Yeah, and like for it to be a cold front and that fire just get like that, like my nigga, the high is over there right now, like 65. It's 47 right now over there in LA.
Yeah, bro. There's no way a fire should be started at 47. Like, there's no way.
45 degrees. Like, come on, bro.
Somebody
did that morning. Like, they highs have been 65, 66, 70.
Yeah, that's man-made.
61, 59, 62. Like,
it's man-made. Somebody did that on purpose. Like I said, somebody did that on purpose. They probably had the round table meeting. Yeah, we're gonna do this.
Even Pacific.
LA.
Yeah, Pacific Pasales like 64, 63, 66, 68, 65, 59, 56.
That meeting was had, man.
Come on, bro.
And then coincidentally, the mayor is in fucking Ghana.
Yeah, I just seen her recently. She just came back though, of course. But
you had no choice but to come back. What the fuck?
Yeah, this shit is some nasty work. Yeah. Some nasty work. Again, prayers to all them out there.
But I know her phone been fucking.
Oh yeah, going up.
But the thing is, like I said,
23,000 acres.
Like I said, bro, like they all could be in cahoots. They all could be in cahoots. Like this person, let me find out that somebody within that sold their house before that shit happened. Let me find out.
Yeah, bro. Hell no. That shit is crazy. Even just speaking about that, that whole video was going viral at Jimmy Carter's funeral when Trump had Obama laughing.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, y'all be sitting up here losing friendships and family members over this, and they be friends and all this other shit. Like, somebody had a tweet that said, it's unfortunate, but it's true, is that Trump ain't worth a damn, but he is funny. That's the unfortunate part about him. Like, the shit he do, you can't help but laugh at sometimes. He might have told Obama a funny ass joke. He found that shit funny, but I'm not gonna really go as far as to say they probably super duper friends or nothing like that. Nah, he probably just had a little one-off joke about him and whatever, a one-off joke or whatever the case may be, and That was it. But I wouldn't be surprised if they were to be like hanging out or cordial.
Yeah.
Like, the politician game is something I can never be in.
Yeah, I mean,
Because it would be a lot of posing that you got to
it's a
do.
lot of smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
But see, I ain't never really see Trump and Obama kick. That's the first time I actually really seen him like that. Now I know Obama and Bush cool. I know them niggas cool. Them niggas cool. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas bang the same gang on some real shit.
I don't think Trump and Bush are cool.
Nah.
Yeah, I wouldn't figure them to be cool at all.
Yeah, I think Trump said something about the George Bush Sr. I think he said something about, bro.
That's funny. But just to see Obama and Trump sitting together, like getting some jokes off, like that shit was funny. But it definitely made its rounds through social media, and everybody was talking about that shit. Like he was like, "Oh, y'all be sitting up here losing friends over politics, and look at them, they be friends for real, and all this other shit." Like, hey man, you just never know.
Yeah.
You never know, bro.
Like, hey man, at the end of the day, politics is what it's what it's called. It's politics.
Mm-hmm.
So niggas is politicking. Like niggas is politicking to get to where they need to get, go to where they need to go to, get whatever they need to get past. It's what it's politics. It's niggas politicking.
Niggas politicking.
Yes. At the end of the day, that's what it's called.
Because they really don't be. I mean, we seen Joe Biden and Kamala Harris tear each other's heads off, and then what he go do? Make her a vice president.
Politicking.
Like you just was calling this dude all types of da 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 da.
Yeah.
Then when he wins for the Democratic Party, he wants you to run as his vice president.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of that shit just be, like I said, I'm not the most political savvy, but I don't think that's not an area that I could ever see myself like fully diving into. I couldn't do it because you would have to, at some point you would have to like be cordial or kind of like really be cool with somebody that you really despise. And I just can't fake the funk on that level. It's not like you go to work and there's somebody that you don't like, but y'all just work together. Politics is different.
Yeah.
Like you might have to really compromise your morals to stand next to somebody who subscribes to something that you don't subscribe to.
Yeah. Nigga might be talking about taking all, cutting out healthcare and crazy shit like that. And you gotta sit beside him and, act like everything is normal. Be cool with bruh, like, nigga. But that's like I said, it's politicking. It's niggas talking, getting, whatever they got going on to get whatever they need to get across, whatever agenda they gotta pass. So it is what it is, man.
I just that video definitely was hilarious though, just from the optics.
Yeah.
Then when you saw Kamala Harris sitting in front with her and her husband, she looked back, she saw them two talking, and she just kind of like was sitting up, kind of like, like, oh.
No, don't act like that now. Don't act like that now. Come on now. You know what time it is. Don't act like that now. Like, for real, like, don't act like that right now.
There was a time, man.
Mm-hmm.
There was a time where, this shit just was, I don't know, man. All I can say, there was a time.
Yeah.
There was just a time, bro. It was just a time. I think we got into a point now where we've been too, especially with social media, we've been able to see everybody's thoughts in like real time.
Yeah.
Before it wasn't like that.
Yeah.
So like when you really get to see the shit in real time and see shit play out in real time and have reactions in real time, like when we saw shit, we was in our homes.
Yeah.
We just saw it on TV. So when we talk about certain shit, we just get to say, oh, this is how I reacted when I saw this in time. No, like we get to see people live tweeting about certain shit.
Yeah, a motherfucker might have been right there, sitting beside,
recording this shit, all type of shit. But I don't know, bro. I feel like we got to a point where we just got exposed to too much shit in real time.
Yeah, it's too wide open now, bro. Everything is accessible. Everything is available in any aspect in life. Like if you want to, like you say, your thoughts.
Like who's to say Obama and Trump not game planning some shit? You get what I'm saying?
Might be. Who's to say? Who's to say that this nigga Obama?
Or he could be talking shit about a golf game or something. I don't know. But it's the optics of it all. Just you got to really take it back to where this is why they always say you didn't discuss politics or religion at the workplace.
Yeah.
I done seen people damn near fight at the jobs over politics. I done see people cut family members off, lose friends over politics. Like politics, like I understand why they said don't talk about it. And that's why I put it under the tree of there was a time. Like,
Yeah.
there really was a time where you didn't really discuss none of that shit. You didn't know what people thought, but at the same time too, you gotta know what somebody thinks because that motherfucker be your neighbor and he could be going against the shit that you really need for your family. That motherfucker could be a cold-blooded racist. He might not be bothering you, but he's actively trying to hold you back.
Yeah, but see now, like you said, it's more open now because these motherfuckers will have they Trump 24 whatever on their lawn.
Mm-hmm.
Or they'll sit there, or you might, fuck around and follow these people on Facebook, and they got this certain type of rhetoric.
Right.
So now it's like you can see, like you said, it's open now, so I can see more. If you're a Trump supporter or if you're a Biden supporter, it's more open for me to see now. And then,
right, and especially Obama being off the Biden tree, it's like, damn, you see them two laughing. It's like, damn, bro, like, is it really worth us arguing if these two
are cool and it could
possibly be cool
in cahoots for something? Like we don't,
you at the end of the day you don't know.
Yeah, but it does show that.
I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I really don't want to know what your political affiliation is.
Yeah.
I really don't want to know. I really don't care because the fact of the matter is, as much as we might try to fight against it, we are judging people for their political beliefs.
Of course.
We are.
Because
especially black people, like if you find out somebody full, like across the board Republican, they have no room for Democratic ideals. 9 times out of 10, a black person will call another black person a coon.
Yeah,
but if he really did his full research into why he subscribes to what could you be mad at him about that? Same for a Democratic. The Democratic, they might be like, oh, you just a sheep. You've been following Dems all these years. They ain't never gave you nothing, da-da-da-da. Like, we done seen it on Twitter.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers start cursing each other out over their beliefs, especially when voting season come around. It's like, damn, like I really was cool with bro. Now I can't be cool with bro no more because this motherfucker is like, he subscribed to this and all that.
It's another divide and conquer for black people, honestly. Like, on some real shit. It's a real big divide and conquer with black people when it comes to Democrats and because on some real shit, as black people, we could use both y'all ideologies and make it positive towards us.
Everybody can't have everything.
Yeah.
But there could be some compromising where
in the middle
balance
to benefit black people.
And that's why I know I couldn't be president because I can't please everybody. It's no way you could be president and please everybody.
No.
Everybody won't like something.
I'm gonna lie. If you was president, what's the first thing you'd change in office? Like the first exact thing. Like if they put Mike as the president, what's the first thing you'd do?
Honestly, I would actually have to sit down and think because there's a lot of fucking issues. It's a lot of issues. Some of it would have to be like with clearing some type of form of debt. Some type of like states really have to implement some type of affordable living type of act or something compensation wise as far as making sure the economy is fully healthy and running. Not that bullshit. I'm talking about it would definitely have to be something as far as eradicating certain type of debt, maybe reparations.
That's all I'm about to say.
We'll definitely have to address reparations.
My first step.
But then I might have to jump through hoops with fucking Congress to get the shit done. That's what I'm saying. Like I find it funny how sometimes the president has the convenience of when he has power and when he don't. Yeah. To push certain shit.
Yeah.
So.
But I ain't gonna lie. If I'm the president, first thing I'm doing, every black American $1 billion.
That's a lot of bread.
$1 billion.
Congress shutting that shit down.
$1 billion. No, man, that shit go. Oh, we at least gonna give. I'm gonna give. Black people gotta at least get on some realistic shit. We at least gotta get like $5 million a piece, bro.
Bro, like
$5 million a piece. No, I would say 10. 10 up, man. Honestly, man, fuck that. Cause we only make up how much of the population? Mm-hmm. We don't make up that much. So really, honestly,
like 12.
So honestly, every black person should get like 50 million.
Yeah,
tax-free 50 million.
At the end of the day, it's just like they pick and choose when they got power to do so. Like Trump said, he gonna change the name of Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America. Like, can he do that shit? He possibly can't. I don't know. But like,
that's jokey though. Why?
Jokey shit.
Fuck that shit. Name. Why the fuck you want to name
He's such a piece of, but he funny, but he be dead ass. That's what make the shit funny. Yeah. It's like. He got up on that podium and said that shit. He's like, yeah, we're renaming the name of Gulf of Mexico Gulf of America. Like, Come on, bro.
I mean, is it the Gulf of Mexico? It's the connection between like, because I know the Gulf of Mexico stretches from Mexico to like over to like Louisiana.
Nah, that whole area, all the way to Florida.
Yeah, okay.
All the way to Florida. Hold on, let me look at my map just to make sure I'm saying that shit right, because I don't want to get fucked up.
So now this nigga just,
Yeah, that whole area right there.
about to say.
All that from here, from Mexico, all that's the Gulf.
Yeah.
Gulf of Mexico.
He wanted just
You just rename that shit
Gulf of America.
I see somebody said, "How about we do this?" And them boys took and made America, Mexico,
They made basically the top part of America,
Canada,
and
then the lower part,
Mexico.
I'm like, yeah, sound good, nigga.
Yeah, that's never
Never. That'd never happen.
that never happened in life.
Good luck, but that would never happen. Hell no. Americans would never go for no shit like
You
that.
trying to make me a Canadian nigga? Fuck
One thing
you.
I say about Americans, we are very prideful when it comes to our country. I'll never take that away from us, and I understand why a lot of people don't fuck with us.
Yeah,
But when it comes to certain shit, I just know we would not go for.
we're stepping.
Like, we stepping on certain shit.
Yeah.
Like, hell
That's one thing I will say about America. Now, if somebody try to come and invade this bitch, and Americans
It
will,
wouldn't happen.
we will band.
It
America
wouldn't
will band together.
It wouldn't happen. Just off the fact alone that we have the right to bear arms.
Yeah,
That's number one. So it wouldn't be like tanks rolling through the streets of like, you got tanks from Iran and Afghanistan rolling through these streets. No, like y'all probably be dead.
yeah.
You get what I'm
Niggas
saying?
shooting out their windows.
Yeah, niggas shoot out their windows and all type of shit. Like,
Yeah.
nah, it wouldn't be. It's not like over there, like where I don't know every country's laws when it comes to weapons, but obviously motherfuckers be getting fucked up over there.
Yeah.
If there was a war, like if somebody was to try to bomb us, it wouldn't last long.
Yeah, if somebody came, like if somebody, Russia or some
Mike.
Oh, like if Russia, like if niggas from Russia just came out the sky in parachutes and M16s or some shit and start shooting up,
They'd be dead.
they'd be, because niggas would come out their fucking house with the same gun or a bigger gun.
Not even that. The government shooting their ass.
Yeah, the
now.
government shooting.
And then we got radar and all that shit
Yeah.
anywhere when we see suspicious shit coming over
Yeah.
our land. So I don't think you would be able to get no hit off. To be honest with you,
you get clipped.
you'll get clipped quick.
Yeah.
Like anytime they see unsuspicious activity in the air, they report
They'll shoot
shit.
that bitch down. Hell
They'll
yeah.
shoot that bitch down before you get to do anything. This ain't 9/11 type shit. Like,
Yeah.
I don't see nothing like that happening again for a very, very, very long time. I wouldn't bet money on that shit. 9/11 happening, which I also think was an inside job anyway, but like a terrorist attack of that type of level where they just start coming, like some Pearl Harbor type shit.
Yeah,
Pearl Harbor was almost 80-something years ago.
never happened again.
That never happened again. Because you know what the fuck happened? And granted, when they bombed Hiroshima, they ain't really had too much to do with that shit, but Japan had to learn a lesson,
Change them
unfortunately.
niggas' life.
Change them niggas'
They-
whole lives.
Whole trajectory of their country, everything got flipped from that shit.
Everything
though.
got flipped. You got to think, some of that land over there is still ungrowable. Like, you can't grow shit over there.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, them niggas dropped 2 atomic bombs on fucking Japan, bruh, behind Pearl Harbor.
Wiped out all their people. Damn.
I think that sent a message to other countries.
We're not to be fucked
We're
with.
like, bro, we not to be fucked with, bro.
Yeah.
And this is the 40s. This is way advanced technology we got now.
I ain't gonna lie. When America did that one, that was.
I think that was the one.
That was the one that let
That
niggas
was
know,
no,
like, hey,
yeah, we ain't doing that. I actually watched that movie. That's a good movie.
Alright.
Oppenheimer?
I ain't seen that yet.
Yeah, that's a good movie. I ain't even going front, bro. When them boys went and did the test, and they was looking at that shit from, I'm talking about hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of yards away. Like, I'm talking about probably like 20 football fields type shit.
Yeah.
And they felt the wind effects of that shit. So like, you gotta think this is the 40s. They building this shit now.
Yeah.
So the fact that they dropped 2 of them shits on there,
Them niggas weren't playing.
they wasn't playing.
Them niggas
bro.
weren't playing,
So
bro.
I think people really like, I get it. Like, Trump, he run his fucking mouth too much. So a lot of countries be like, hey, bro, like, chill out before we da-da-da. But I think a lot of that shit be wolf tickets.
Yeah.
Because I highly doubt another country really would want to take it there, probably except for China. But even then, it's kind of like, we have the best army. We have the most, when it comes to weapons, like, motherfuckers is not fucking with, like, we have the biggest economy on earth. Say what you want to say, that's just what it is. We're number 1. I can't forget who number 2 is. The military, we clearing everybody.
Yeah.
And then we got bases
It's
set up
everywhere,
shop
everywhere and across the world.
Exactly, across the world. So it's not like you can ever really get out of pocket when it come to us. That's just what it is. So I understand why people don't fuck with us, but I don't like when we insert ourselves in other people's shit. Like that whole Ukraine shit, that ain't our business.
Bro, it's all extortion.
That's really what
it's
really
all
be,
extortion.
yeah.
We gonna come in this shit. We know we got the biggest army. We know we got the best, weapons, whatever the case may be. So when a little country or a country need help, we basically coming through and extorting shit. Yeah, we gonna help y'all niggas, but this what y'all gonna do for us.
So China has the largest military due to active military personnel. They have the biggest. And then I think it's
But them niggas ain't that.
We account for 40% of the global military expenditures.
That's what I'm saying. Them niggas they have the biggest military, but them niggas ain't like that.
Nah.
Them niggas ain't America. America is a different type of violence. I mean, there's violence across the world too. There's a different type of violence in every place, but America violence is different from a lot of places.
You know who number 2? You know who's ranked number 2 as far as the largest militaries? You would never guess, bro.
Which country?
India. We're 1.4. We got 1. They got 1.45. We got 1.4, and China has 2.1.
Hey yo, man, that we could have a conversation on that Indian because I heard some wild shit.
But we have the strongest.
Yeah, so I'm
military.
saying we got the niggas that really do. We got the real hitters, bro.
Yeah,
we got the niggas in India. Them soldiers ain't shit compared to the Taliban. Taliban be wiping them niggas, dog.
Yeah, we got the strongest military in the world. Number 2 is Russia. Number 3 is China. Number 4 is India, and number 5 is South Korea.
Yeah, South Korea. Yeah,
them Europeans is kind of low on the list. Them niggas ain't on shit.
Boy ain't sliding, man.
Them
boy ain't sliding, dog.
Because the first one out of them is United Kingdom, but like Italy is number 10, France number 11. Germany is 19 and Ukraine 18.
But you also gotta think them countries used to go to war a lot. So they probably done. You gotta think in America.
See, that's why I don't understand why old boy from Korea be popping that noise all the time, like his daddy. Like I don't understand that shit. Like,
cause y'all really get slayed if it really came down to it.
I think we got into a point now we just let him talk.
Yeah,
I remember around 2015, 16, he was really talking that shit like he was about to send some shit.
Yeah,
and I was like, I think he know better.
And nigga thought everybody.
Because I think if you was to really try to send some shit over here, my nigga. Korea getting wiped.
Yeah.
And I think you know that.
Yeah. Y'all get stepped on.
y'all get stepped on.
Crazy.
Bro.
Y'all niggas. It's gonna be a 4-0 sweep after the US finish fucking with you.
Nah, I definitely would be.
Yeah. Niggas ain't getting no game. No games. No games.
It'd be a clean sweep for real. Clean sweep. So what we got next, man? We got Camron versus Jim Jones again?
As the world turns, it's like
I thought them niggas
return to soap opera.
Man, they need to dead that shit. I don't want to see no more Cam and Jim Jones.
It's a return to soap opera.
It'd be petty shit, bro. Jim talking about something. He was the one who put Cam on
the pink. Yeah.
And then he's like, "Oh, tell them niggas get off my dick." Talking about the 50 Cent Camron interview, and then all this stuff. Man, these niggas just was cool, but Cam saying he didn't really want to do the verses and all this. My nigga, you did it. You get what I'm saying? Like, I ain't really trying to hear that. But I don't want to see Jim and Cam beefing no more. I don't want that shit to get no legs.
It's going, dog,
these niggas damn near 50.
My nigga, it is what it is. Come on tomorrow. You know these niggas gonna say something. These niggas are going to say something.
These niggas just was cool, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, that shit was...
Man, maybe they ain't cool as they appear to be, man.
Bro, let me play this video from Gully, bro. Because this shit definitely highlights Harlem niggas, and I never really thought about it. Shout out to Gully TV, bro. But I gotta play this clip. Where this shit at, bro? I know I got that shit. Or did I retweet that shit? I think I retweeted it. Hold on. Because that shit was very, 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 very telling, bro. It's like, bro, again, Harlem niggas. It's like, that's what that makes a lot of sense. Just thinking about.
If you think about all the people,
they real braggadocious type of niggas, bro.
I mean, shout out to the ladies in Harlem. They're cool.
Let me see if I can find that shit, bro. Damn, I just had that shit. I hope nothing comes from that shit though. Here it is right here.
Part of being a Harlem nigga is to shit on your niggas and shit. Out, stun on your niggas. It ain't about the bitches in the club and shit like that. I come here to outdress my niggas. That's what I got. I come here to outshine my niggas and shit like that. It was not no, we in here together. It's not like that with the Dipset. It was never like that. From what I seen, and I'm an outsider, that's what I got. And I started to listen to what they were saying, and my understanding is this is Harlem culture. Because I got niggas that I fuck with from Brooklyn and Queens and the Bronx, and they say, yeah, man, that's how them Harlem niggas do. That's them Harlem niggas do. Them niggas don't love each other. Didn't you see what Guy Fisher did to Nicky Barnes? Didn't you see how Alpo did Rich? That's what they do. That's Harlem niggas.
That shit is crazy. I never thought about it. That's real shit, bro. All the niggas be shitting on each other, man.
But, like he said, it goes back then because like on some real shit for that Rich and Alpo situation. I mean, from what the stories where I really heard what happened, you could kind of see why Alpo did what he did. Yeah, you could see why he did what he did.
Essentially, the story was that Rich was getting work from Alpo's Connect, and when he asked him about it, he lied about it.
He lied about the numbers.
Shit like that. And Alpo wasn't fucking with that. Now, if you were a nigga in the streets and you separating the friends, he may have been. This is just me. He may have been valid for handling Rich the way that he did.
Yeah, I mean, because at the
if that's what that's what the story was.
Essentially, what you was doing, you was stealing from me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Some people might look at that as oh man, I could shrug that off, but some people look at the shit. Some people, especially in that game, nigga stealing from you. Nah, bro, I got to lay the law down.
But two things could be true. Alpo can also just been an ain't shit nigga anyway.
Yeah, true. He definitely wasn't. Ain't shit nigga. But that right there, if you kind of know the background of it, it's your dog. So maybe you could have did this a little different. But some people just, a nigga like him, he was just needing a reason.
I feel like that's what it was. Yeah. I feel like if it wasn't gonna be that way, it was gonna
be something else. Probably gonna be something else.
Right. So that whole breakdown my gully, it makes sense because they just such braggadocious niggas. And then Harlem niggas, man, look at Dame.
They all act the same, dog.
They kind of all.
They all him, Cam, Mace, Dame, Jim. All them niggas act the same, dog. All them niggas act the same.
Bruh, goddamn. Cam and Mace fell out.
For 20 years, damn near.
Damn near 20 years when niggas fell out, bruh.
And niggas.
And now look at them.
Best of friends.
Best of friends.
Damn, you feel like Jimmy left out. I want to be a friend too, man. Nah, I ain't gonna say all that. But I don't know, man. It's just like, bruh, with those guys, it's just always something. Like you said, it's always gonna be something petty. Like, oh, I'm the one who really put Cam on pink. Like
this gonna start.
You know, it's time that's given. Cause remember that Camron IG he did a long time ago when he was like,
when he was drinking the
Pepsi, he was like, he didn't nigga say,
talking about Jim.
Yeah, he's like, first of all, Jim's really from the Bronx. He's not even from Harlem. Like, I'm like,
all right, man.
I'm like, all right, man. This is getting out of control. Then these niggas, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Their relationship is
weird.
It's weird. Because, bro, both them niggas do. But honestly, I'm gonna just be real with you, bro. On some real shit, it really do seem like Cam be stepping out of bounds doing certain shit, and Jim gotta kind of take the brunt of this shit because that's the quote unquote he second tier, he the sock. Cause like, bro, when them niggas made the t-shirts that say Jim Jones is a trick, it's like, bro, I would never be friends with a nigga who do some shit like that to me. You remember that shit?
I do remember.
Like, come on.
I forgot about it, but you
like, come on, like, bro, you do that, and then the whole, I don't know his whole situation, why Jim went and leaned to, rock with 50 on, when he had took him on stage, and then he was on Rap City. Like, that shit was still crazy to me, even as a kid. Like, dog, I was like, damn, it was like Jim Jones on Rap City with 50 Cent. What the fuck? But I could kind of see how Jim be feeling like, yo, man, this nigga, I don't know if this nigga really my friend or not. Like, dog, this nigga be doing shit.
I can't rock with no nigga like that, bro. We don't gotta have beef, but if I gotta question our friendship every time you doing some shit, we might as well just leave it as is.
Yeah, bro.
We shouldn't even have did the verses together.
Facts, bro.
You shouldn't even had did the verses.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, once you made a tease, I ain't gonna lie, I would have been into my friend. I'm like, boy, fuck you. That's what you think of me, my nigga? Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, and if you have those thoughts, you know, you could be at least man enough to tell me.
Right.
You put that shit on a fucking t-shirt, dog.
Jim Jones is a trick.
I mean, don't worry. I mean, you know, and like I said, they both have maybe done stuff, but I feel like Jim Jones, all his shit be reactional. I think
It do.
If it be reactional, you know what I'm saying? Like Cam do something or say something kind of out of bounds or crazy, and Jim feels like he got to react to it, you know, defend it, which I can understand. But sometimes it kind of make Jim look. It kind of really make them both look crazy. But I just don't think people really highlight the fact that Cam be doing some questionable shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he really do, bruh. Like. Some of that shit, like, it's supposed to be your dog, but nigga, that's out of bounds. And the fact of the matter is, with him and Mace, is different because these niggas really, like, they grew up together. When
they really grew up together.
As kids, as children.
Niggas play basketball together on the same team and shit, yeah.
But with him and Jim, he met Jim when he was a teenager, you know what I'm saying? So it's a little different. But it's just like, man, sometimes.
I don't want that shit to spill over.
Oh, trust me.
I just don't want that shit to spill over.
It's going to. Trust me, Monday, them niggas going to have their words. They going to have their words, bro.
And then Jim don't fuck with Mace. For whatever reason. I don't know. And I never known Jim and Mace to be cool, but it was never no beef.
Nah.
It's kind of like, it's legit like how, you know how you can have a homeboy, but you my homeboy. I just don't know him.
Yeah.
But I never known Jim and Mace to have no problems.
No, they did have problems. They did have problems. Remember, he got on the Betha. Remember Pop Lottie? Remember when he was on the radio? Man, matter of fact,
I don't remember that shit, bro. You gonna have to refresh my memory.
I got you.
I never known Jim and Mace to have beef, bro.
I got you, bro. Hold on. I'm about to pull this shit up right now for you.
All that shit wild, bro.
Hold on.
Installed a toilet, and then like immediately there was all these issues with it.
Jimmy, you're on the line. Hello? Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
What's up?
Nothing much. Mace is here. You wanted to speak to him.
What's poppin'? Where you at?
Right here.
Yeah, Jimmy, you're on the line. You're on live. You're on live.
Foolish early this morning.
Who talking foolish?
Why you don't tell the people the truth? What's
Tell
up
them
with
the
that
truth
book?
about what?
Let's start with the book. You was fabricating the book.
What's fabricated about the book?
My man published your money. Don't you own some money to say people's name all over your book? Second of all, we went on the road with you, yeah, but we left because you wasn't giving us no money, so we went and got money. And right now, we the Scissor Boys, $250 million. You ain't heard?
I wasn't giving y'all money.
That's you on the line, Betha?
Yeah, that's me on the line.
Betha?
Yeah, that's me on the line.
You already know why you left Harlem. R.I.P. Baby Man and R.I.P. Pop Lottie. That's why you left Harlem. You ran up out of there, Betha.
I moved from Harlem before
Did you have a congregation in Atlanta? Did you leave your congregation down there? Or did you backslide? Which one, Betha? Because you're saying this is me. I don't care what you say on the radio. This is me. I know you.
I know you too, sir.
Don't play with me, brother. Ain't nothing changed. You know, I put you in my goofy category. Off with your goofy. Don't play with me, man. Ain't nothing changed.
God forgive Jimmy.
What happened with, tell people what happened with Lottie. Did Lottie escort you out of Harlem before?
All right, I need to find out. Who are these people?
Mace saying, wow. Mace wasn't really like, how can I say, like, going against that shit. He was just letting Jim talk. Some of that shit sounded like it might have been true. I don't know. Yeah. I don't remember that though.
Yeah, man, I remember that, bro. I remember that.
What year was that?
That was like 2004, maybe.
Damn, I don't remember that.
2005, maybe 2006. Yeah, 2004.
Damn, I don't remember that shit, bro.
Yeah, I remember that.
And Mace wasn't even really back yet. No, man, was he back?
I feel like Welcome Back
came back 04, 05.
I feel like it came back like, I honestly feel like we was in high school when that shit came out.
I think
bro.
it was 05. Like Hurley been early 05.
Maybe 05, yeah. It might have, hold on, let me check.
Damn. And so now that Mace and Cam back cool, This kind, I don't.
Odd man out.
Jim probably do kind of look at it like, hey, bro, like what's really good? Like, are we cool? Are we not cool?
Yeah.
Because I do remember that IG live video Cam did years ago. This like 2013, 14, and he was talking about Jim, and he kept drinking the Pepsi.
Yeah.
And he was like, Jim cries. He's a crier. That's what he do. And da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, all right, bro, like, because he was fed up with some of the shit Jim was saying. I'm like, bro, this is Dipset, my nigga. Like, cool, but if Gully's saying that shit about Harlem niggas, that shit makes sense.
That's just how y'all are.
That's just how niggas is.
That's crazy. If all y'all act the same way, that's nuts.
That's nuts, bro. I can't.
I'm not from New York, you know what I'm saying? I met a couple of Harlem people, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, shout out to the Harlem women, because the women that I've met from Harlem have all been really cool.
Bro, my great aunt is from Harlem. She stayed in Harlem. RP to her. Like my cousins, I got cousins from Harlem, but I never really got that persona of them. Maybe because I didn't see them around their friends. It was just family around. Yeah. So it might be different, but that makes sense though, because Harlem niggas act like it's Harlem, USA. Yeah. They don't really rep like New York. No, them niggas Harlem. Yeah. It's Harlem over everybody. And like, Harlem, that Harlem USA shit is real. That's a real mentality.
Yeah, and Harlem ain't but so big.
Exactly.
Harlem's small, you know what I'm
saying? You got to think Harlem is technically part of Manhattan. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? But they don't rep like Manhattan like that. Like, no, it's Harlem, nigga. Yeah. It's hard. They treat themselves like they their own borough. Yeah. Like if you ask a Harlem nigga what the 5 boroughs is, they're gonna say Harlem. You know what I'm saying?
They're not gonna say Manhattan.
They're gonna say Harlem, Brooklyn, Staten Island, da-da-da-da. Like that Harlem USA shit is real. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Like they don't really dumb themselves down to just like that part of that borough. Nah, nigga, we our own city, we our own country, we our own state. Nah, that's just what it is. So I get it, like we guys like it's the shit on your niggas. If you think about it, a Harlem nigga getting ready to go to a party, I'm like, what can I put on that? I'll do my niggas. I can see that. Yeah. I can see that, bro. They care about the women too, but like it's like, nah, I got shit on my niggas.
It ain't even shitting on these niggas. I got to shit on my niggas.
I got to shit on my.
That's crazy. That's a backward mentality.
That's crazy.
That's a backward mentality. I ain't gonna hold you.
You gotta send me that YouTube clip too. You gotta text me that. But that shit was so. I hope there's nothing to come from that. But we'll see when it is what it is comes on, and we'll have some reaction to that shit, bro. But I hope that shit don't grow no legs though.
Since we on this, Dipset. First of all, did you see that video Joel Satan is in?
I did see that. He looks bad. I don't know what
bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. That nigga, he
look like he eating dog food.
I'm about to say he definitely did more than drink syrup, bro. He definitely did more than drink syrup, bro. He definitely did more than drink syrup.
And then Joel's is not even that old, bro.
That nigga, he might be just hitting 40, or maybe he might be just hitting 40. He might be like maybe 40.
He's 42, bro.
God damn, that nigga
he shouldn't be looking like that at 42, bro.
That nigga look like literally somebody uncle, bro. No, really, like that nigga teeth like somebody granddaddy teeth, like.
I don't know what's going on with Joel's, dog. Oh. And I thought he got them shit fixed.
Man, but when you drink syrup, bro, you drink all that sugar and shit be rotting out your teeth.
Joel's got some classics too. That's my nigga. When he first came out, I was fucking with that nigga heavy.
Yeah, man. Now he was like the young, he was the young, the young up and comer. You know what I'm saying? Like he was the one you could relate to, because we all around.
When Joel's came out, he was like 19 years old.
Yeah. Yeah, like 2019. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it was a nigga like, those one thing I'll give it to Dipset, man. Dipset was people wanted to look like Dipset. People wanted to be like, them, in a certain, in certain vein. So I give them all the credit.
He in the video, he's smoking, but he just looked like he not all his senses ain't there. Yeah. Like that's how he looked.
They had the nigga out there doing the pull-ups with no fucking legs, dog. I know when Future, because some boy got a meme of Future looking at that, they're like, yo, what the fuck? And they probably been geeked up and seen that shit, thought he was tripping.
That shit is crazy, bro. Yeah. That shit is insane, man.
But hey, man, that makes with the Harlem thing, that definitely,
because granted,
makes a lot of sense.
It do.
Makes a lot of sense, yeah.
It do. So Vaughn responded to Joey Badass's freestyle.
Boo.
You ain't fucking with it?
Boo. Boo.
He threw a shot at Maul in that shit too. Said Maul will get boxed like Tamu or some shit like that. Box like Tamu boxes.
That line was ass. And Maul does shit to get slander, but that line was ass.
Oh shit! So Vaughn got to do better than that. Joey don't got to respond as we should
Man,
say.
hell no, man.
Why does everybody act like? I don't think Joey dissing the West though. I think he just telling niggas to rap better.
He really just like sticking his chest out on some shit. Like, yeah, the West doing anything, but nigga, I'm still an East Coast nigga. I'm still a New York nigga. You know what I'm saying? I still do what I do. I'm still gonna do what I do the best way I do. You know what I'm saying? All he doing is just he's just letting niggas know, like, hey, bro, like, yeah, all that West Coast shit cool, but nigga, I'm a New York nigga. Fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a do. You know, so anybody who took offense to that, I feel like honestly really don't really get rap. You know what I'm saying? Because, bruh, that's like if the South, you know, we've been having our moment, and a New York nigga just come out, or
too much South dick licking herself.
You know what I'm saying? All y'all niggas rapping like Future right now. That's cool, but I'm a New York nigga. I'm gonna kick it like, you know, if a nigga did that, I would not hate that. I'd be like, bruh, rep your shit. You know what I'm saying? Do what you do, rep your shit. But them West Coast niggas, I don't know, man. Some of them niggas be kind of sensitive, bro. I don't get it, cause that rebuttal was so ass. I'm like, bro, ain't nobody asked for that shit. Nobody asked. And then
somebody else got to come better.
Word, nigga. And honestly, outside of the core TDE and you know SZA and Dolce, like, nigga, the rest of y'all niggas ass. Like, y'all niggas could take a pay cut. I'm not listening to no fucking Isaiah Rashad, nigga.
I'm not listening to Isaiah.
I'm not listening to
I fuck with a few West Coast niggas for real.
I like West Coast rappers. Like, don't get me wrong. I fuck with West Coast.
Oh yeah, you definitely fuck with West Coast.
You know
rappers.
what I'm saying?
You fuck with Dom. You fuck with
I fuck with Duffo.
You fuck with Mozzie.
Yeah, so it's like, bro, like, so I ain't.
Mozzie, my favorite West Coast rapper currently, by the way.
My favorite West Coast rapper currently is probably gonna be my boy Larry June. I fuck with Larry, man.
Yeah, you do fuck with Larry.
I fuck with Larry, but like, I ain't really like. That shit, that nigga was kicking. I'm like, bro, that's ass, bro. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. And then why'd you use the Heart Part 6 beat, nigga? You could have did something else. Like, better yet, you could have made it. You spent all that energy on a diss record, nigga. Why don't you make a
He could have used an East Coast beat, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
somebody from that.
Or he could have did the. Or better yet, make a song.
Yeah.
Make a good song. Make a song that maybe if you want to throw a little something slick in there, but nigga, make a banger, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
All that whack ass shit, niggas trying to get one viral moment. That shit lasted from
then he put
2
out
to 6, nigga,
like,
and that shit was gone.
Then he put out a tweet. He was like, maybe Joey shooting Power. That's why he ain't respond yet. He probably ain't gonna respond
because that shit was garbage.
Speaking of, you seen that fight Joey got into in the store?
Yeah, boy, he ducked that nigga out, held it down.
That nigga was all up in his personal space. When I first was watching it, he was in his space, and Joey was like, "Hey, bro, like, you know." But then when shit got escalated, it was like, "All right, yeah, now I gotta get you up off of me because you really in my space."
My boy threw the uppercuts.
Yeah, my dog was throwing the uppercuts on his ass. He wasn't with that shit.
Yeah, but that shit pissed me off. I was like, when you send that shit in the chat and I listened to that shit, I'm like, bro, get this shit the fuck out of here, dog. Ain't nobody trying to hear no fucking.
Then he had the one line talking about, oh, the pop out was like niggas without fathers or some shit like that. I'm like, why would you say that in that line?
That's what I'm saying, nigga.
Why would you say that line? Like, why would you say that? Come on, man. It's never that serious, my nigga. No, this is still rap music. This is still entertainment.
Thank you.
Yeah, niggas ain't looking at the pop out. And if y'all is, hey, that's I can't relate to no shit.
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
weird.
I'm not looking at no concert and think like, damn, like I look at this shit like a father figure. Like, nah, I'm cool.
I mean, you could have said like, "Oh yeah, we got unity now, all the gangs together." That nigga said like, "Oh, that one there." Like, what we saying, man? What the fuck be wrong with these niggas, man?
Yeah, so somebody else got to come for Joey then. That ain't it.
I mean, I don't want nobody to come for
I don't think I think he just want niggas to rap better.
Yeah, and
I basically took it like the Control verse with Kendrick.
Yeah, or just maybe, like I said, him just sticking his chest out, like, bro.
You know what's so crazy, bro? I really never looked at that shit like a fucking diss.
It wasn't.
Control wasn't a diss to me. That shit was just to get niggas in the booth. And what niggas did? Niggas ran in the fucking booth and started rapping. This nigga had Joe Budden asking what studio open, Fab what studio open. Everybody went to the booth. Meek Mill. Everybody went to the booth and rapped. Mm-hmm. I didn't look at that shit as like no diss for real. Like, yeah, he was saying he was out rap. Yeah, I'm trying to kill you, Drake. Yeah, I'm trying to kill you, J. Cole. Yeah, I'm trying to kill da-da-da-da. Like,
just basically,
I didn't look at that shit as no diss.
He just looking at it's just basically a call to competition.
A call to competition, yeah.
That's all, man. But it ain't no diss.
That's how I look at Joey shit, because niggas say, oh, he dissing Kendrick. And they was like, why Kendrick ain't respond? I'm like, bro, that's not a Kendrick diss.
No.
That's
All he's just saying is, nigga, I'm nice. And like, I'm from
The
New
East
York.
Coast
Yeah,
still
the East
alive.
Coast, you're still
Yeah.
alive, nigga. I'm still here.
But Joey shouldn't be the one to do it, even though I do respect Joey as a rapper.
Who would
but
do it?
That's what I'm saying. New York don't got no forefront like heavy hitter right now.
Here's the thing with New York. When it comes to
New York don't got like that. You know, at that time, like they always had somebody.
Yeah.
If you didn't have Big, you had Jay. If you didn't have Jay, you had Nas. If you didn't have Nas, you had DMX. If you didn't have DMX, you had Jay.
Ja
If you didn't have them, you had Ja Rule. You had 50 Cent. We don't have that collection of rappers in New York to speak to right now. Who you got? Lil TJ, 5 Foreign?
If that's your representation, then good
That
luck.
no.
Good luck.
No.
Hey, Boogie, good luck.
No way.
This will say good luck.
We don't have like those guys. And like I said, you could go down the list if you didn't have, even then, even though he on some bullshit, you had Fat Joe rapping when he was rapping. If you didn't have him, you had Big Pun when he was like Big L. You always had somebody.
French Montana, like
the Woo.
Yeah. Somebody, Mobb Deep, whatever.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody, But,
now when you look at New York, who's like the head nigga for New York?
But see, here's the thing. I feel like the underground of New York is kind of the one that's kind of emerging over that.
So who would be the face of underground?
I mean, there's a lot, man. Like as far as just a collective is concerned. If you want to talk about New York or just East Coast, because if you're talking about New York, just New York, we got to put in Griselda. Even though to me personally, the Griselda kind of like on the back end of their shit. Mm-hmm. I feel like a lot of their older shit was just way hard. I mean, you still put out good shit here and there.
Well, shit, then it would have to be somebody like what? Rock Marcy? But he been out for a long time.
And Rock Marcy is a real underground nigga. So it's like, as far as a whole of a collective, the underground is just making way better music than they are the mainstream New York rappers. Mm-hmm. But the underground is always gonna be a cap on this shit. Like this shit can only go so far. You feel me? Like it could go very far what West Side Gun has shown because he's all over the place. But as far as what the whole as a music,
right?
It could only go so far. So them niggas ain't gonna be able to reach these certain heights because like A Boogie was a star at one point. He had star potential.
He did. Well, I never was a
fan of him.
It's like one song I like his, but overall I can't listen to
I never was a fan of him, but I could see where
Pop Smoke was gonna take off.
Yeah, I could see where this shit could grow legs and this shit could, because I remember my homeboy went to one of his shows in Florida and he said that shit was fucking packed. He said that shit been, but at the same time, there's a lot of people from New York who live in Florida too. So you also might have to take that into accountability. And there's a lot of, Spanish people, and I ain't gonna lie, Puerto Ricans and Spanish people love A Boogie's music. So I don't know, maybe that's just the market. I don't know. But what I'm saying is, bruh had a star. He had potential to maybe break outside beyond his region. And really be a staple in other areas. Mm-hmm. I mean, just be a staple, period. But, just it didn't go that way. So New York really hasn't really had anybody, like you said. Pop Smoke was the one that could have broke the mold and went other places and got a lot of love, but it just didn't. It didn't materialize.
West Coast definitely got more of a foot in the game now than New York, I would say. They got more notable names, bro.
Yeah, they got the Kendricks. But yeah, same time, these people kind of been around here for a while too. The Kendricks, the Schoolboys, mm-hmm. A lot of their acts are still here too. Where's the last brand new West Coast nigga that you heard? They still on the same type of time, like, the YGs and the Tigers. These niggas still putting out music, but who's the new, like, oh man, this like, cause in the like,
yeah, cause Mozzie been out for a while too.
Yeah, these people, Mozzie been out. Really, their last run was like maybe like the 2016. Really, the Bay Area has been having a good run, but as far as LA is concerned, they ain't really had nobody really brand spanking new, like R.I.P. my boy Draco the Ruler.
Who's dog who got the Club Banger record from over there that had damn, what's the name of that song?
You still Roddy Ricch, but Roddy Ricch, I feel like Roddy Ricch been in the game for a little minute. Like I
fuck with that song. That song gonna be hot and like still gonna be like
what?
Still be relevant in like 10, 15 years. People gonna remember that song. Soak City. 310 baby.
Okay. I never heard of him.
You heard that song.
If I hear, yeah. like
You know this song I play.
Oh yeah. I heard that.
Yeah.
I fuck
that's
with
what I'm talking about.
but that sounds like a Detroit record though. That's the crazy. I thought that was somebody from Detroit. That's crazy. But like I fuck with Boo Bucks Clan, but it's just as far as they like sound, it don't break past like Arizona. You know what I'm saying? It's not going.
Yeah, Blue Bloods was actually on this remix.
Yeah, that's
Him
it.
and is it Blue Jeezy? That his name?
It's about OGZ.
OGZ, my bad. I
Yeah,
said
from
Glue.
Shoreline
OGZ,
Mafia. Yeah. But like they sound ain't really, like I said, ain't really breaking past certain points. Like it's so crazy because you got a guy from the Bay, you got Larry June. His sound actually breaks across.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because this nigga do show in DC. I just seen this nigga when I was in Virginia. This nigga did a show. I was just seeing this nigga in Virginia. Like, so I mean, it just kind of just, I don't know, man. Like, it depends. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really just depends, man. I don't know because, like I said, a guy like Larry, sound is breaking. He do shows other areas. He do shows in Atlanta. He do shows in Florida and all that kind of shit. And then you got some artists, man, who really just only stick to like the sound never goes past the West Coast.
Right.
I don't, but there's a lot of California. I feel like Bay Area music kind of spreads farther than LA music, though. Honestly.
Yeah, the Bay got some heavy hitters.
Yeah,
Bay got some heavy hitters.
So,
but we'll see, man. I don't think Joey gonna have too much burn after this. Anyway, as far as like anybody responding, but that Ray Vaughn shit it was funny to see the comments.
I'm glad niggas roasted that. I'm glad niggas like, man. Fuck out
you really wasn't fucking with that.
I was like, bro, I hate corny shit. I hate whack shit. I hate whack cringeworthy, bro. That shit was cringeworthy. I'm like, a box like a Tumu, but man, shut the fuck up, man. Whack ass shit.
Yeah, Maul wasn't fucking with that shit neither.
That shit, if I was him, bro, I would have been roasting that nigga for fucking 30 minutes straight on my podcast. Like, bro, you gonna get that weak ass shit out here? Lame ass nigga, like the fuck.
Oh shit! So we had a few wild card games that came on this weekend that we was able to catch.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we dropped Monday, so some of the other ones will be coming on while we record. Yeah. But we was able to see the Texans and Chargers and the Ravens and Steelers. The Texans and Chargers, Justin Herbert, he's my dog. If you follow me, you listen to me, you know I rep for Justin Herbert. I definitely have him as a top 5 quarterback in this league, but god damn, bro, this man shit the bed so bad yesterday.
Unacceptable.
That shit was ridiculous Saturday, bro. Saturday, I was like, bro, what the fuck is he doing, bro? Like, what is this?
He looks shitty from start to finish.
That's the thing. Like, and he had opportunities to, like, the Chargers was getting turnovers.
Yeah. Guess what?
Niggas had opportunities to get touched. Like, the Chargers should have been up 14-0 early.
Yeah.
Early, they should have been up 14-0. I mean, shout out to Lyle McConkey. He had a great game for the completions that he had. But with the mixture of Justin's bad play, receivers dropping passes.
I was dropping passes out there.
But Justin still had plenty of opportunities to, like, really be the guy that we know him to be. And, my nigga, he had 3 picks all year. He had 4 in this game alone.
And like you said, bro, in the beginning they had so many opportunities because the Texans was they didn't have it together like in the first quarter.
Like his first pick when he threw it across his body on the other side, I'm like, bro, you should not have thrown it.
I knew it was fucked up because this nigga got hit like 2 passes he threw was short as fuck. I'm like, bro, they keep getting to this nigga. I'm like, man, this about to look ugly, bro.
I really thought the Chargers was gonna win this shit like kind of handily, like because the Texans was stumbling into the game. But the play that changed the game is when C.J. Stroud lost that ball on the snap.
Yeah,
and then he ran to the right and threw it downfield for the complete. This was like a 3rd and 19.
Yeah,
dude, what that swung momentum completely. From that point on, Texas had full control of that game.
And I think they scored after that too.
They did score on that same. They went up 7-6.
Yeah, and
they went up 7-6, and then they just never looked back.
Yeah,
but Chargers got to get some. Again, shout out to Lyle McConkey. He was the only Charger that really had a good game. Chargers defense did what they could, bro.
The offense was just so
shitty,
man. That offense was so horrible.
And Justin Herbert, bro, for you to be an elite quarterback, bro, you gotta bounce back. You gotta redeem yourself. That was unacceptable, my
bro. I ain't gonna lie. It seemed like he was like, man, I'm just ready. 1, 2, 3 Cancun. Like, I'm ready to get the fuck up out of here.
Then
bro.
you had the one last pick by Derek Singh when it came off the tight end hands. I'm like, all right, bro, like, what the fuck?
But that ain't on him, though. It came out the tight end hands.
But then he threw another one to Derek Stingley. Derek Stingley had more interceptions than Quentin Johnson had catches That motherfucker is sorry. Quentin Johnson should not be an NFL wide receiver.
God damn.
He is that bad, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he is sorry. I don't know what the Chargers going to do in the offseason. Get him a number one.
Yeah, he got to get a receiving core, bro. If I'm the Chargers.
But he got to be held accountable because he had plenty of opportunities in this game to at least put some points on the board. The Chargers kept giving them 3-and-outs. Got him a couple of turnovers. Because C.J. Stroud wasn't no spring
That's
chicken
what I'm
either.
saying. He wasn't. That's what I'm saying. He ain't have it all the way together in the first quarter. You know what I'm saying? Then they started to, everything started kind of clicking. Man,
Right.
if I'm Justin Herbert, I am begging the Chargers GM, bro, bring me Jamar Chase.
Oh, that ain't gonna happen.
Bring nigga.
They ain't gonna tag that motherfucker before they
Bring
let
me
him get out. I think the Bengals gonna
please.
fold eventually. Sign him. If they don't sign, they gonna tag him because that's what they do. They tag niggas. But yeah, hell yeah.
I'm begging.
Shit, I want him in Carolina.
Bro, I'm begging, like, bro, please.
Yeah, but
Give
they
me
might
somebody.
end up getting the other dude. But I don't think he a wide receiver one though. T Higgins.
Yeah.
He cool, but I don't think he like no wide receiver one.
You don't think he's top dog?
But if you had Jamar Chase and Justin Herbert, it'd be just like him and Joe. Like that should go. But I think Joe would set that building on fire if they let Jamar walk out that door.
Yeah.
But they need somebody, bro.
Yeah.
They need somebody. Justin just looked out of whack. Like he just like that last throw that he made, the Lab McConkey, that 86-yard touchdown that kind of gave them some life. That was a nice throw. But his other throws just seemed out of sync.
Bro,
he never seemed comfortable.
He kept getting touched, bro. Like because there was two plays.
But
back to back.
he did have some plays where it was a clean pocket and he made some throws, and I'm like, all right, bro, like, what was that?
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was.
It was a combination of bad play all across the board for the offense. It was bad play, but Justin, him being the quarterback, him being the leader, like I seen him play better with worse.
Yeah,
I seen him play better with worse.
But he really does not have shit on his. He really has no
even
wide
with
receivers,
that,
bro.
he still had plenty of opportunities to like really. Let's put this game away.
Yeah,
and it was definitely in the first quarter.
Yeah, he definitely had it in the first quarter because he
definitely
could
had
have
to.
because they could have
set
built
up for 2 field goals.
They could have built a substantial lead in the first quarter and just ride it out.
Because C.J. Stroud was shell shocked. I don't care what nobody say. He done had a bad sophomore year.
Yeah,
that's a true sophomore slump, and they just kept giving him opportunities. It was a 6-0 game for a long time.
Yeah.
And so,
but Joe Mixon also had a good game.
Joe Mixon had a good game. He had that fumble early too, though.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like the Chargers defense wasn't doing what they supposed to do. Yeah. Offense didn't capitalize, bro. So Justin is, and you got to think the last time Justin was in the playoffs, he blew that 27-0 lead to the Jags. You get what I'm saying? So like,
not looking good.
He got 2 playoff stinkers on his resume.
Yeah, not looking good.
And I have you as an elite quarterback. I gotta hold you accountable to that standard. I'm not saying I'm moving him out my ranks, but he gotta redeem himself.
Yeah, but what year is Justin Herbert in? Like his 5th year?
2020, 21, 22, 23, 24. Yep, 5th. It'll be his 6th year coming up.
So yeah, man, you gotta. This
that
time
he's
now.
tapping into that Peyton Manning territory when he was getting slandered, bro.
Yeah,
like
about that time.
Yeah. So hey, salute to the Texans. Depending on the outcome of today's game, we'll probably get Ravens and Bills next week because the Texans would have to go to the Chiefs get the lowest seed.
Yeah.
The Ravens is a 3 seed. Texas is the 4 seed. So if the Bills win today, they'll host the Ravens next week.
Yeah, about to say.
And then Texas gonna go to Kansas City, but Kansas City, I think they're gonna smoke their ass.
They're not gonna play with them.
And then we're gonna get a Ravens and Chiefs AFC Championship game, or Chiefs and Bills.
So who you think between the Bills and the Ravens?
If the Bills win today, I gotta roll with my dog. I've been riding with that was my Super Bowl pick.
Okay.
So I gotta stick with the pick, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Ravens win that game. But that's definitely gonna be like a marquee game if that's the matchup.
That's a legacy game for both of them.
Oh,
that's a legacy.
But here's what though: somebody gotta lose.
But it all depends on how you go out, though.
That's what I always say. I don't judge a quarterback off the win-loss. I judge him off the performance.
Yeah,
because you can ball out and lose. You depend on too many other factors as a quarterback to determine the win of a game.
Yeah.
So if both of them ball out and we get a classic, can you really kill the other quarterback?
Yeah, it's like with the Josh Allen, Pat Mahomes situation.
It's like with the Bengals and Ravens game earlier this year.
Yeah.
That was that's probably one of the top 5 games I ever seen.
Yeah, that was
Joe and Lamar was going band for band, bro.
Yeah, it was a classic.
That was a classic game. So if we get a game like that, I can't really kill nobody.
Yeah.
I can't really kill nobody. But you think that's a legacy? It probably is at this point.
I think that's going to be a legacy game for both of them.
But I will say, whoever wins the Ravens and Bills game is going to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
They're beating the Chiefs.
Damn, you think the Chiefs is
100% because the Ravens should have won week 1 versus the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
And if they run into them again, yeah, definitely.
Hey, man, you know what?
And then if the Bills beat the Chiefs early this year, but they'll have to go to Kansas City.
Yeah.
And they can't win in Kansas City for whatever reason in the postseason.
But
whoever wins the Ravens and Bills game is going to the Super Bowl.
Okay, so if we're looking at it like that, you know, from that perspective of the Chiefs not winning, you know, it's no stretch of the end of the Pat Mahomes run. But I honestly feel like if he does lose, if Pat Mahomes loses,
they ain't gonna mean shit.
It's not gonna mean nothing. But I feel like if he loses next year, they're gonna win.
Right.
They're gonna win, and I feel like he's gonna go on. He's gonna have another 3-peat type shit because it kind of happens like that. You can't win them all, but once you lose, how you lose, especially with this team has been, you know, subpar. I'm not gonna say subpar. They've been good, but they haven't been great. But they still winning.
Them niggas is 16-1.
That's what I'm saying. They're 16-1.
15-2. My bad.
Yeah, because they lost
the last game.
Which honestly kind of is like
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. They kind of did some whole shit because they didn't want to see Joe Burrow in the playoffs. So they
had no reason to play.
I mean, but
they had the 1 seed locked up.
But the thing is, if they would have had played and if they would have beat them, then wouldn't the Bengals would have gotten the playoffs? See, they didn't want that problem. I don't think they wouldn't want that problem. I think the Bengals, if they would have got into the playoffs, could have made a very.
You think they would have beat the Bills? Because that's who they would have played in the wild card.
Yeah, they could have beat them. I feel like the Bengals, if the Bengals would have got in, because it was getting good. It was getting good at the right time.
They beat them in 2022 in Buffalo.
That's what I'm saying.
The playoffs.
They was getting good at the right time. So that's the only problem. They just started off super duper slow this year. But they got cooking at the right time. If they would have gotten that shit probably could have rolled to the Super Bowl.
It's gonna be Culture QB versus Josh Allen next week as far as the storyline. That storyline gonna be crazy leading up for that.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm really tired of that Culture QB shit.
That culture shit gotta die because
who from the culture has won?
That's just about this. When the Panthers, we was a culture team 2015.
The only culture teams that I see win is in women's sports, like LSU girls, South Carolina girls.
The culture teams will never win.
Hell no. Them niggas will never win, bruh. Niggas will never win.
I think that'd be a good game, though.
This shit would be a good game.
Now, the Ravens smoked the Bills early this year, like 35-10. But I don't think that'd be the same.
Nah, I think it's a different level once it gets to this point.
Yeah, and we gotta Josh is really playing like
he balling.
Everybody's gonna judge the outcome of next week's game off the Bills and Broncos game because the Bills are favored. But let's say the Bills squeak by, everybody gonna say the Ravens is gonna win that game.
Yeah.
Now, if they blow the Broncos out, everybody be all right, we set up for a primetime matchup because the Ravens put the ass on the Steelers.
But they did. But this is the thing. That's kind of I feel like doing shit like that is really underestimating of like another team because they squeak by them, it could just really just be a battle of matchups.
Any given Sunday.
Yeah, and it could just be a battle of matchup. This team just matches up better with them.
Yeah.
But compared to you, we match up way more favorably. So
right.
I've never been really a fan of that because I know that every game is kind of different every team is different. So I can't just say, just because they squeak by them, they gonna get their ass bust. Nah, it don't always work like that.
Nah, I don't. So, Ravens and Steelers. All I got to say is, dog, listen. The Ravens had a 13-play drive during that game, all runs for a TD. Them niggas just said, we gonna run on y'all and y'all ain't gonna do nothing about it. I can take getting passed on. I can't get into, I seen teams where my team just getting ran on. That just means you cannot do anything. They basically calling you pussy.
That's like the Rocky fight when dog was like, just throw in the towel. Dog, nigga just
13 plays.
Grounding that shit, just going and going and going. And niggas getting 10 yards, 10 yards, 10. And you just literally can't stop that shit.
You can't stop shit.
Because an aerial assault, you could, it's still a matter of, bro, gotta catch that shit.
Gotta catch it. They just doing what they do.
When I just give you
getting ran on,
that's foul. You getting done dirty.
The quarterback don't gotta do no work.
When this nigga literally can score a touch when the touchdown when niggas just back 13 yards of just passing the ball back.
That's crazy. But shout out to Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, them boys. Them boys looked amazing. They look good. Yeah. They look primed for a great run.
This might be the year, man.
It might be the year. You never know. It's either the year for Josh or the year for Lamar. It's the year for one of them two, though.
Might fuck around be the year for Jared Goff. You never know. Might fuck around be the year.
Could be, but see, he in the NFC.
I mean, he
in the NFC. So the AFC side got a lot of. I'll say the AFC got a lot more storylines.
Yeah.
Mainly because of Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. Like, who's going to dethrone Pat? Or is Pat going to win the third Super Bowl in a row?
Yeah.
Because now, if Pat win 3 in a row, that's a different. I wouldn't be mad if nobody called him to go to a Brady. Brady will forever be my GOAT. But if somebody was to tell me Patrick Mahomes is their GOAT, I can't argue that shit.
If he get 3, man, that's like
3 in a row, 4 total. Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, you're definitely the.
Then we had the All-Pro team. First team was Lamar, Saquon Barkley, fullback Patrick Ricard, tight end Brock Bowers. Shout out my nigga Brock Bowers. Wide receiver Jamar Chase, wide receiver Justin Jefferson, wide receiver Amon St. Brown. Then the O-line, you got Tristan Wirfs, Joe Thuney, Creed Humphrey, Quinn Miners, and Panay Sewell. So yeah, shout out to the first team All-Pro defense: Myles Garrett, Trey Hendrickson, Cam Hayward, Chris Jones, Zach Bond, Fred Warner, Roquan Smith, Patrick Surtain, who I got to win a defensive player of the year, by the way, Derek Stingley, Marlon Humphrey, Kirby Joseph, and Xavier McKinney. So shout out to the All-Pro team. And usually whoever first team All-Pro for quarterback usually wins MVP. So Lamar Jackson might have just sealed up his third MVP, which, again, I would be mad at. He had This is the best year of his career.
Yeah, by far.
This is better than his 2019 year.
All right, so when did they give out the MVP? Because
it's like a week before the Super Bowl.
Okay, so the showdown, Patrick Mahomes. I mean, the showdown between him and Josh Allen. Like,
that ain't gonna change nothing because it's a regular season award. But
Okay.
it's gonna paint to the narrative though, like real MVP.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's because if Josh Allen go out there, I just feel like both of them are playing the best football of their lives, and that's gonna be a clash of the fucking Titans for real. Like this gonna be some Brady Manning type shit.
Yeah,
like this gonna be a highly anticipated matchup. Like Josh already got a playoff win over Lamar head to head.
Yeah.
Like he beat them 2020 in the divisional round. So if that happens again, woo.
The narrative
bowl.
Yeah, the narrative bowl, basically. The narrative bowl.
The narrative bowl. That's gonna be hilarious, bruh. That's gonna be a very interesting game though, because if that happens, yeah, man. That's gonna be tough.
The talks, man. That shit gonna definitely be spoken about. Who
you got in the Super Bowl though?
Shit, man. Me personally, I got Baltimore and Detroit.
Detroit. Okay.
I
had Green Bay on my NFC side, but they had too many key injuries, and I can't pick them no more. So I'm gonna go with Philadelphia and Buffalo.
Philadelphia and Buffalo. Okay. Yeah. I think Detroit get Philly.
And Detroit got home field.
Yeah, I think Detroit.
And for them to be still rolling with the big injuries they've had, like they lost their big dog, Aiden Hutchinson on defense. Shout out to the coaching staff, man. Dan Campbell, he's a great coach. He's a great motivator. He might not be a huge X's and O's guy, but he got a great coaching staff with him, man. He got Ben Johnson, offensive coordinator. He got Aaron Glenn. Shout out to Aaron Glenn. A lot of people don't know Aaron Glenn was a great cornerback too, as his DC. But I think Detroit and Philly going clash in the NFC Championship game.
Yeah.
And then Detroit got home field advantage, so it'll be an opportunity for them to host their first ever NFC Championship game. That's going to be major, but I think Philly could go into Detroit and get it done.
I'm not a believer in Jalen Hurts. I'm just not, bro. I don't believe in him.
Okay.
I don't believe in him. I don't. Because I'm always going to be a fan of quarterbacks still being able to win the game with their arm, and I feel like he cannot win the game with his arm.
I would pick the Packers to win today, but they don't got Jair Alexander, big cornerback. They shut down corner, and they don't got Christian Watson. He tore his ACL last week.
Yeah,
so those are two major losses going up against Philly. I just can't pick them to win that. You got Commanders and Buccaneers tonight. I think Buccaneers gonna win that.
No, I'm going with the Commanders.
Mayfield been rolling, bro. And Jaden Daniels is having an outstanding year. You know, rookie of the year,
I think he might come through and he might shock some people. I'm gonna put mine on the rookie, man. I'm gonna put my bet on the rookie.
All right, we'll see.
I think Tampa Bay overall got a better team, but I'm gonna just put my faith on the rookie today.
What final score you got?
It's gonna be a close one. So I'm predicting maybe like 24-20. Like 21-24. I say like maybe like 21-24. I think this shit gonna be decided off a field goal kick. I think it's gonna be a close game. I'll go 20. I'll go 21-24.
Any games you see going in overtime?
That game probably could go in overtime.
Okay. All right. So I got Buccaneers winning, I got Bills winning, and I got Eagles winning. So yeah, if we get that matchup next week, it's gonna be nobody gonna be focused on the Chiefs and Texans game. Nobody care about that. And then the Bills and Ravens game gonna be prime time.
Yeah,
I already know.
That's gonna be the
8 o'clock game.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's the one.
Like I said, that's a lot of like you said, the narrative bowl. There's gonna be a lot of shit being whatever the outcome of that game. It's gonna be a lot of shit going on around that. Like I said, like I think Philly's a good team overall. I'm just not a believer in Jalen Hurts. I'm just not.
Even with his Super Bowl appearance, you still not a believer?
No, I feel like he's just a more souped up what's a more souped up Alex Smith. He's just a super
Like
game
super game.
He's just
manager.
a super game manager. He's a
Oh,
super
okay.
game manager.
I got you.
I'm not a fan of just that. I want niggas, if you're a quarterback, be able to, you can win this game for me.
Yeah, you don't feel like he can win it with his arm.
No, I don't think he can win it with his arm.
Okay.
And it's like, bro, if you put another nigga in that system who got an arm, who can throw with those wide receivers, boy, them niggas are going crazy.
Got you.
But I mean, I'm just not a believer in, bro. I'll be honest with you. Like, I seen enough football from this nigga to be like, nah, he's like I said. He's
So like if Justin Herbert was on Philly, it'd be up.
He'd be fucking going insane. My boy would be going dumb right now.
Saquon Barkley, Herbert, AJ Brown, Devontae Smith.
That nigga be going fucking crazy.
Yeah, that'd be insane.
But you got niggas on Philly, even though they winning, and I know they, even though
their
niggas,
defense is crazy.
yeah,
too.
but niggas crying about they ain't getting the rock. So I don't know. In the playoffs, and it's crazy because like typically in sports, your deficiencies on certain things or your grievances on certain things, they always show in the most in the times where you don't like the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Like if you've been beefing with somebody or some shit like that, it's always going to show within this time frame right here. Like it always just shows up in the most unopportunistic times, like in the playoffs. Whether it's basketball, like because I remember the whole what's the whole situation? I want to say the whole Delonte West LeBron James shit. You know what I'm saying? Like happened in the playoffs. Regardless what nobody said, that shit, anytime there's a something going on like negative towards the team in the playoffs, it always just it shows up and you could see it.
Yeah.
You could see the dysfunction.
Right.
So, because like I vividly remember me when Cleveland, I want to say, was playing against Orlando, and that shit came out, and you could just see like, oh, this shit ain't together.
Yeah, it's not.
This shit's not together.
Brown was going crazy that series too.
He was dumbing, but the team was like, oh, this shit ain't all the way there. So hopefully, for their sake, hopefully there's none of that shit pops up for the Eagles in the playoffs as far as,
Yeah, AJ be on some shit sometimes, bro, but he just got to he be crying so damn much, but they should be all right, though. Mm-hmm. So we definitely going to see, man. Other than that, man, that's pretty much it, man. Texas lost Ohio State in the college football playoffs. Shout out to Ohio State. They handled business. So we're going to get Ohio State versus Notre Dame. Notre Dame beat Penn State, which I don't know how the fuck. Penn State wide receivers didn't have not one catch in that game, bro. That was insane. Yeah, that's crazy. I checked the box score. I'm like, bro, is this real? Like, yeah. The fucking quarterback threw a pick with like 40 seconds left in his own territory and set up Notre Dame in field goal position.
Wow.
Yeah, and they won 27-24. So,
hey, man.
I hope Ohio State wiped the fucking floor with Notre Dame, bro. I do not like them niggas.
But, dog, so what does this say about the SEC? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I've been saying it for years, bro. The SEC is not what niggas make it, bro.
These niggas make
it's not.
These niggas be trying to get all their teams in thinking like, well, they're all the best team. And it's like, obviously they're not.
That shit is mid, bro. No SEC team is going to be in the national
championship. None. When the last time that happened?
No, it was last year.
Yeah, because it was Washington and
No, it was big. It was it was Michigan and
Michigan and I forgot
who the fuck. It wasn't an SEC team. It wasn't. Somebody had ended up losing. I forgot who was in the national championship game last year. It was Damn, who was it?
Yeah,
Because
I heard
Alabama lost to Michigan in the Rose Bowl.
Yes, I said, who Michigan beat? 'Cause
Who
they won it
Michigan?
too.
I can't remember who they beat, bruh. That's a good question though. I don't think it was a notable school. It was
thinking
because
they-
the year
I think-
before it was TCU and Georgia, and they smoked them.
Yeah, they cut their
They beat them
ass.
like 63 to something, 66-3 or some shit like that. In that national title game, I can't remember what the score to that game was. That was insane. It was 65-7. Michigan beat. Let me see. What Washington?
Well, that's what I said. Washington,
was it-
Michael Penix. Yeah,
Michael Penix.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they beat them 34-13.
34-13. Yep. So ain't been no SEC team in the national championship for a few years now.
Mm-hmm.
And then with last team was Georgia.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know how I be when it comes to SEC shit. I be getting my bars off. Fuck them niggas though. So I got Ohio State beating Notre Dame. Who you got winning that?
I got Ohio State winning.
Yeah, I had Ohio State winning it from the jump. Them or Georgia before they quarterback got hurt.
And that's crazy because niggas was talking cash shit about Ryan Day when they lost.
Yeah,
to
it was like, oh, you
Michigan.
got to get out of here.
Yeah.
But they got to remember, Jim Harbaugh was losing to Ohio State like 4 years in a row before he finally broke the hump.
Yeah.
Like, Jim Harbaugh cannot beat them niggas for whatever reason. Then he finally broke the barrier. Like, finally got him out of there. He got to the playoff, and then they lost to Georgia. Then the next year they lost to fucking TCU. Crazy. And then they finally broke through and they beat Washington. So, be all right, man. But yeah, man, that's pretty much all I got, man.
What's your thoughts on the NBA, man? What's going on and around the league?
Oh, ain't shit. You know, we in the peak of it now. So I'll have more for when we get closer to like, you know, all-star time, shit like that. But right now it is what it is. It's holding steady.
Yeah,
Ain't not really dropping out. Shout out to Cade Cunningham. He been playing
Crazy.
a lot better lately. Jalen Green, I hope he can stay consistent. SGA doing this thing.
Yeah, man,
Giannis doing this thing. Joker doing this thing.
You see that that Cavs and Thunder game?
I did see that.
Wednesday? That was a really good game.
That was a good game. So yeah, man, we definitely gonna have more for them, especially when football season over. But all the shit going on with football right now, that's kind of what got everybody attention. So yeah, man, we'll definitely have some more coverage as far as that. But niggas is definitely doing their thing though. Zion, he's back, so hopefully he can stay back.
Yeah,
but he got suspended
again
for missing the team meeting. So I don't know what this dude got going on, man.
I saw the T-Wolves and the Grizzlies I played last night. It was a good game.
Yeah, but John Ant was both shitty.
Yeah, they was shitty, but Ja hit the game winner. So
yeah,
you know, he still came through. Yeah, Ant was shitty. Hey man.
But Ant been shooting very well from 3-point this year.
He has, but
43%.
Yeah, but man,
on 9 attempts.
Yeah. But I still like when Ant is going to the basket.
I got it, but they clogging that lane and they can more now because they really got no spacing.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, especially with Julius. Dog, Julius Randle lost some niggas the game yesterday, bro. Julius Randle lost these niggas the game, boy. I know Ant was shitty. I know Ant be shitty, dog, because Julius Randle will get that bitch, look at these niggas, and start trying to do some shit. And this nigga lost the ball yesterday. Lost the ball with the game on. Lost the ball. Ja ended up getting the ball back, scoring a layup. That was the game.
Crazy.
Yeah.
We're going to see how that play out. I think we're going to get a Thunder Grizzlies WCF, though. That was my pick at the beginning of the year.
I like the sound of that. Those are the two most complete teams right now.
My niggas thought Ja wouldn't come back killing shit, bro. Like, the nigga got hurt. He bounced back. He be all right.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's pretty much all I got, man. Shout out to all the listeners, supporters, everybody who tune in with us, who do listen to us every week. Salute to y'all. Continue to be safe out here. Be smart. If you got any goals, stick to them goals. Don't tap out in the third week of January. You know, in March even. Continue to run that shit up because before you look up, it'll be June. We halfway through the year. So once we hit that halfway mark, you got to look back what I done did for these 6 months. So continue to run it up. Be safe. And y'all know how it is, man. Marcus, you got anything else?
Nah, man. You know, just continue to be safe. Like you said, run it up. You know, always kind of look at yourself, you know, give yourself a little small evaluation. See how you doing, see how you can improve, and then just keep going.
Right. So like we say every week, man, if you hear anything on this show that gets you in your feelings, you feeling some type of way, always remember, we're just some messengers.
We out.